Conway, you look different.
He comes. He needs us.
Check the mic, make sure I'm not the appropriate thing.
The seals have been broken, and the devils are gonna be here in just a second.
Now we're at the appropriate level.
Okay.
Did we like shatter some eardrums by accident?
No, I think
No, she didn't put the headphones up, the microphone up loud enough to do that.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Seals have been broken and the devils are here. Welcome to our 22nd episode of Stellar Age 0532 Second Apex Arbiter's Ascent, our show where the points don't matter and everyone's gonna suffer anyway.
To a nightmare.
That's going to our next branding. Just saying.
Oh, okay. So, before we get started on, let's get back on the road for this wonderful
Get on the trauma train.
trauma, sad, top 10 anime betrayals moment.
We're too busy being in shock to be traumatized. Don't even worry about it.
This is true.
So
Trauma comes later.
let's get into our next episode of Stellar Age Second Apex Arbiter's Ascent. No, 0532 Second Apex Arbiter's Ascent. Episode 22, entitled A Mother's Love.
Oh.
Mm.
No.
So, with the Dullahan now 0G floating through the ship, and the crew barely coming back to their senses on the bridge, we return as the wave rocks everyone for a few moments, jostled about the 0G environment.
Does it seem like the doors started to close down, or did it interrupt it before it actually went off?
It interrupted the command.
Okay.
It was command verified. Initiating. And then everyone shut down.
Okay.
What the fuck just happened?
Gallo, can you help me? Doors, can
I have
we...
the helmet on? What?
You do. Good.
Yeah.
Great. Panel. Starts guiding him over to one of the panels. We need to lock down the doors manually.
Okay.
And if you could handle that, Calamity, you want to come with? Chase her down?
Chase her. Yeah, her.
Iso,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shit.
Are
Iso.
you okay?
What?
The hell happened? That was Iso?
Yeah.
I think Iso gassed us.
And is running down to try and get out, so...
Whatever you guys do, you need to be careful. I don't want anyone else getting more hurt than whatever the hell just happened. We're down on comms, and I'm going to use my inspirational words
Okay.
to give them all...
Everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I mean,
Everybody's in range and
I'm-
clustered for this.
I hurt. I love
I
you.
I can do my healing aura too.
8.
Oh, yeah.
Fortune.
Hell yeah.
I don't think I can give it to myself. I give it to everyone else.
You just gotta get a mirror and just be like,
I look
Smart
good.
enough.
Yeah. Ooh.
and doggone it, I want 8 fortune back.
And these are
that's-
pure. These are not locked.
Mm.
Since they're not being used by the psychic power isn't being used, so
So you go up to 15.
you can use these. To
I'm
adjust
I'm
your
at
die
15
rolls.
now, but if you're popping off one, I'll wait before I run off. They're dragging Calamity with me, right?
Yeah, because I can do a healing aura on Saul to help out.
Yeah, and I'm in like 26, so I'm in pretty good shape to get dragged off as I'm sitting there like coughing and trying to get my bearings.
As Gallo's like starting to do the work, just like he kind of just like looks around to the rest of the crew. It's just like, okay, we're gonna get through this together. Just take care of yourselves and don't get each other killed, okay?
We'll have to go talk to Issa about that.
Mm.
So I'm gonna roll healing aura at full power.
No.
So everyone within 10 yards of us, you can treat yourself as one of the subjects. So 3d6 health for 9 power points. So, ooh, that's a good roll. That's gonna be 7 plus 6. That is 13. So 13 healing.
Oh, yes.
Puts me at full.
Now those are locked.
Yes.
Since those are psychic fortune points, they are not usable to mess with your dice.
I am far from full, but I am a lot better. I could work with this.
All right. So Calamity and Eden are heading deeper into the ship.
Do you
Yeah,
think you
absolutely.
can handle the doors?
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you.
Okay. So we will break this down into... I'm going to go around the horn because there's no real initiative right now. It's kind of everybody doing their thing in whatever sequence you decide to do it in. So, we have Eden and Clem going down the bridge, through the bridge traverse, and going down, chasing after the Dullahan. We've got Gallo trying to do whatever he can to get the doors on lockdown because everything right now has to be done manually. The AI, the resources for AI and the resources for pretty much everything is being used to put into the radiation shielding and life support.
I like those things.
They're
Those are
helpful.
important things.
I'm very happy about that. I'm gonna go check to see if the rest of the crew is okay.
Oh,
Okay.
he didn't
I'm gonna
tell
check on
you
the rest
about
of the crew. Yeah.
You're going in person.
Yes,
Okay.
because I can't exactly go over comms.
Yeah,
Comms are dead.
shipwide comms have are also.
Just be careful in med bay.
Okay.
All right. So 3 heading down. I need Gallo to
Yeah.
make a intelligence technology test.
Okay. That'll be a 15.
That'll do. You can see that the emergency lighting is on. The amber emergency, just floor lighting. The ship. You're used to seeing the standard running lights of the ship create a rather well lit, not too harsh, pleasant lighting experience that even somebody with sensitive eyes wouldn't be hurt but still see clearly. The ship has taken on a completely different atmosphere during these times. The running lights are amber and they shine just from underneath the floor grates, casting a black web across the ceiling. Everyone lit from below, their features seeming more drastic and severe.
Photography board.
Yeah.
As you float, the two of you at Calamity and Eden at the front, Ragna just behind. We will make perception seeing tests. Turn. Yes! Haha!
That's a
Because I'm
14.
pretty sure
If I wish for it, it happens.
I'm pretty sure a
That episode, really?
a 20 would succeed, right?
Yes.
I have 6 stun points.
Oh, wow. I just got a 13.
I got a 13 as well.
Yay,
Hey.
twinsies.
Twinsies.
I have stun points, so I'm gonna use a
Yeah, burn them, man.
intuition.
Aha and intuition.
Yeah.
You start to see the doors between the decks. You're seeing the cycling lights. Now, these are the cycling lights that inform you that emergency, like, because Gallo's doing the lockdown protocol.
Mhm.
This means the ship is responding as though there is a breach, a hull breach on every section. So these doors are going to be shutting without their proximity sensors.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, God.
So you know, once those doors start moving, they're going.
Yeah, I've seen The Mandalorian.
Yeah, they're going to close. And I'm thinking your bulkheads are definitely the diagonal and horizontal combo.
Oh, the Death Star style.
Yep.
I am not in my armor. This would be less of a problem for me.
And since these are bulkhead ceiling doors, these have some powerful mechanics behind them.
Oh god, are we in a platformer now?
Yes.
There might be some elements
Oh no.
that could be coming up because of that.
I'm so bad at that.
Really wish I took free fall.
Yeah, I feel ya.
Oh, wait.
Did you? Did you?
I have that.
Okay.
Yay.
For the intuition and the aha. Just as you are passing Med Bay, you notice that there are some red specks bouncing on your visor. And you can see that there's a flickering light coming from within. Something shorted.
I'm gonna go check on it.
Intuition-wise, you do see that 2 decks below, at the transverse, where the airlocks, and you go to the aft section of the ship. The doors are closing early.
Doors are closing early at airlocks, and I'm going to attempt to boost one of them further down faster.
Oh, like
Oh.
shove us?
Yeah.
You're gonna like put your boots on their boots and then kick.
Yep. Because I'm better off at if I have to stay up here so that someone else can get down there faster.
So I'm gonna need some coordinated dex freefall tests with whoever you're doing this to.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say originally Eden.
Well, yeah, neither of us have free fall. I was about to be like, do you have free fall?
I don't have free fall.
No.
I've got a dex of 5,
Yeah,
but I don't have
higher
free fall.
dex.
Yeah, higher dex. I have a 4.
Both
Well,
pretty
it's not bad.
good.
Yeah, so your
Yeah,
dex
that's
is the same
still-
as
that's
mine.
still
I
good.
just have free fall.
Only one of you was literally born in and lived in
Yeah.
gravity,
Yeah.
so
So who's
I mean
who?
not in microgravity.
A 6. 18.
Okay, that's a success. I need you to see if you can control it.
Oh.
You're getting boosted. Now let's see if you elegantly continue.
16?
Yeah, that'll do.
So I'll stay up in the top part of the ship. Use whatever momentum I can to boost Eden down.
Tucking
Perfect.
into a forward roll, and as your feet come over the top, you ball them up, pulling your knees in, and then pushing your feet down. You're able to kick off of Eden's feet in front of you. Eden feels the contact on the boots and is able to interpret what's going on and adjusts and rockets further down.
So I rocket in the opposite direction.
No, because you were already heading forward, you reduce your momentum going forward.
Okay.
You don't go exactly up. It does create the opposite force, but because you were already traveling
It
forward
doesn't cancel it out.
together,
entirely.
it doesn't. You basically do that.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Physics.
Hey! Science.
In space.
As Eden's hurtling forward, she's gonna take one of the hydro and just and take one of the stims.
Oh, plug in a combat stim there.
Our doctor's deaf, he can't tattle on me.
So the way you flipped, that stopped you right at medbay. Floating in the hallway just outside, the orange glow casting an eerie atmosphere around you, looking into this flickering room. And every time the flickering happens, you catch the blood droplets floating in the air.
Fuck. I will grab hold of the railing, pull, and rock myself into medbay.
All right, we'll come back to that. Calamity! Eden.
Yeah.
Gonna need Dex freefall tests from both of you
Sure.
as you start to see the doors closing. On the next bulkhead, you skipped a bulkhead, so you actually can see the Dullahan on the other side of the doorway that's closing early at the interchange.
Okay.
You
so
actually
in front
can-
of the armory.
in front of the armory,
Yeah.
yes. So you're literally at the interchange between the two airlocks go
Yeah.
starboard and port, and 4 is behind you, and you're heading aft. So behind on the aft side of that door, you can see it closing early. They're not going super fast because, again, power is diverted. But let's see if you can get there so that you might get past that door before it closes. Calamity has a much harder time to do that,
Yeah.
but
So-
can still attempt.
I rolled a 17.
That's pretty fucking good.
Considering I rolled a 6, a 1, and a 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn.
The 6 was the drama die, by the way.
Dex is your thing, though, because of piloting. Oh, yeah, that is a success.
Ding.
Okay, then,
Uh,
yeah.
Also,
knock
I'm
that up,
burning
please.
fortune.
Yep.
So move that up.
Ding.
Hold on. Because normally I would have 10, 11, 12,
Oh, no.
13.
The churn is rocketing up.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you hush.
Whatever shall I do?
Normally, I'm here to earn that churn. Right now, I'm in a fucking place, and glad that I'm on anti-anxiety meds. So you just hush him. Just
Feelings.
hush him's your face.
What's Gallows' next move?
So he did all the things
Success
he could do with the door.
lockdowns in progress. Basically, you're running a DOS prompt right now. You are punching in, like, you remember the protocol commands for the executables to get those things going. And there's like that the executable with /y/n
Yeah.
colon.
Got a bash prompt up, and you're just sitting there like doors tilde
Yeah,
spec
it's
dot one
Oh, thank you for this.
minus
PTSD.
R.
you're going all Samuel L. Jackson, getting the island fixed.
See, I knew he was. You're good at computers. You just don't know it yet.
Okay.
You're gonna be a hacker soon. I'm gonna teach you all the things.
So
Hacker
were
makes
the apexes that we could see from? What were they doing outside?
They were keeping they were technically behind because you were burning for the safe zone.
Right.
Excuse me.
We
But-
still have momentum going towards a safe zone. 'Cause
You're
it's
in
0G,
ballistic,
but
yes.
we don't have any additional propulsion.
So, but that
Correct.
means they also got hit by the radiation wave.
We don't know
Mhm.
whether
Yep.
or not it'll affect them. So
Okay, well, I'm just.
They were
asking.
but they were behind you keeping up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're still coming this way.
You would need to try and get sensors on or go with what's known as eyeball sensors.
I should say the Mark 1 sensor.
Yeah, you would essentially be manually aiming a laser in a direction to get a bounce. Because you don't have omni sensors the way you normally would, which is an array that constantly fires out
Right.
LADAR. Because you're in this current state, you need to manually turn
Oh.
a LADAR positioning and
Oh.
then send out a single pulse, and then you get to receive a single picture
Oof.
of the LADAR response.
One ping only.
Yeah, you're basically doing one ping to see what's going on out there, which can totally do.
You got some big brains in there. If
Yep.
someone's gonna do
If
that,
you wanna
it'd
s-
probably be you.
If you want to get an idea of what's going on
Totally.
outside the ship, this is what you need to do.
Yeah, I think based on like his suspicions about Kayla Goicha earlier, and seeing obviously the Dullahan fuck us all up. He'll try to make sure he can keep an eye on where these apexes are. So yeah, he'll head over to the command deck's sensor port.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think he would usually sit there at the sensor station because that's like his spot on the bridge.
Well,
so.
because of the way the bridge is arranged, this bless Roddenberry's heart. Stations are more about where you sit and less about what access, what tools each position has, because at this point of advanced technology, every station has the same monitor suite.
Okay.
So you could technically do the piloting, you could do weapons from any seat on the bridge. It's just that the array, the way it's lined up, is more about chain of command and flow of information. So you could just be in your couch, in your acceleration couch,
It knows your butt.
doing all of these commands for the different stations just from yours. You just have to bring up that HUD to interact with that station.
Okay, then
It's a virtual station essentially.
Yeah. Then he'll get over to his station, like start lighting it up, look down, like put on a seatbelt, and then start.
Listen, you
Lesson learned.
Okay.
So-
Then I'm going to, if you're going to do this LADAR pulse,
Yeah, he's gonna attempt this.
you need to do an intelligence sensors roll. Sensors for the ship,
Okay.
because this is solely based on how much juice you can get out of how smart you are and how much you can coax out of the machine that is the chain.
Okay, that'll be an 18.
All right.
It's a healthy roll.
Hell yeah. That's respectable.
Now, I don't know if anybody has ever done I don't know if anybody has ever tried to do a visual animation without a GUI, but
Oh, yeah.
graphics user interface, but it's math. It's knowing X, Y, and Z axes and plugging them in. Gallo, what's Gallo's intelligence at?
About a +4.
Yeah, so that's like getting to the point where you are well beyond. You could teach in colleges. You could teach in universities. You're that smart.
Yeah, but he would be one of those kinds of teachers.
Oh yeah,
though.
no. We know what kind of
Your
professor
heart
he
was
would
in
be.
It, so A.
You know, guys, it's such a beautiful day out. I think we're gonna go have class underneath the tree outside. I have allergies, yeah, but take something. It'll be good for you. So, regardless, he has a level of intellect that visualizing the position of the LADAR emitter and receiver, he's able to punch in the mathematics of the positioning raw without a visual representation, a graphical user interface, purely by DOS. Fires it. In the nanosecond that it takes for LADAR to register and receive, he receives a still image. There are 3 Banana Apex in their positions from where you remembered where they were. But there is an extra ballistic entity on screen, making its way towards your starboard.
That's not good.
They could be friendly. I don't know. They're
Oh
unknown.
yes, the ballistic entity is friendly.
Friendly for you, so.
It's a 50-50 shot. They're either friendly or they're not.
Ballistic means friendly. That's what I'm fairly sure it means.
Ballistic means
think about it.
buddies.
If someone throws a puppy at you, that is both ballistic and friendly.
True.
But that out there.
We're really stigmatizing the word ballistic.
How does it feel about that?
You know what? There's no evidence that it's not a puppy. It could very well be a ballistic puppy.
I've named it Dog.
Alright, Tensi, let's go.
Shit. Okay, well, at least they're not moving. So do we have any, our personal comms? Are they still functional?
No.
You would have to fight the system to make it work.
Because the system's
Like-
putting everything into radiation shielding right now.
Right.
So essentially what you're doing right now is you have one bar of energy. Like think of the ship as having 100 little lightning bolts of energy.
Mm-hmm.
99 of those lightning bolts are going to keep you alive. And you have one lightning bolt that you can like hot swap to divert to different systems to make other things happen.
Okay, yeah, I got that. I play FTL.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah.
So right now you are hot swapping that fucking one little extra not essential piece of energy to get to the different systems that you need to function. So they're
Okay.
going to have a little bit of bullshit before you're able to punch it over. Basically every tech test you're doing is a power diversion test
Okay.
to divert power to the next system that you want to use.
Okay.
This is fine.
I mean, I will say, point of order, the ship's pretty quiet right now. You could just scream down the central corridor.
That is another possibility. That would be a free fall test with your wounded situation, though, to get to the and not.
Yeah.
But that being said, he could just push his way and just scream it
Yeah.
as he's floating past,
Yeah.
and hope that
I'm not
the
s-
hope that
I'm not saying it's a
the
good idea.
hope that shouting that the reverberations through the air helps slow him down before he hits the opposite bulk.
It just
Oh. I don't think that's quite enough force.
we're just gonna put little ropes across the command bridge. For
But it
these
is
moments.
100% possible.
Okay.
And honestly, it's this is another one of those. I didn't think we would be doing such a Star Trek like style action in this game as much as we are, but I'm all for it.
All right. Well, that was him doing that, so I wasn't sure.
Aiden has passed the bulkhead that's closing, that just started closing, and has gotten past the one that was mostly closing, the one that started early, without really having to adjust her position. Now it's more about stopping yourself before you rocket past and go further past the armory and into the hangar section. I'm going to need another Dex freefall test.
13 with something.
You. How many degrees of success?
2.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
So you succeed, but the way you succeed is in an awkward position. So as you went forward, you weren't able to get your feet up to, like, you were too perfect down the middle of the corridor. So you
Something to
threw your
grab.
arms out and had to grab, and your feet are now dangling past into the armory section as it's starting to close. But you're able to pull yourself back up. You did not land in a ready position.
It's fine.
Calamity
Hi. I'm about to slam
Makes
into a
it-
closed door.
makes it past the first the door that has begun closing and has to pencil to get through the next bulkhead before it closes. And just as her hair is streaming behind her as she flows through, the doors slam shut. So I need
That's
a
why you
dex
keep it short, kids.
need a dex freefall test to see if you can perform the same
And not have a pixie cut.
and not
Yeah,
have
get even
to
shorter than this.
not have to make it shorter.
God. Okay, that's what we'd like to see. That's what we'd like to see. Okay, that's good. That's a big high number.
Okay, Calamity. Okay.
It's
Calamity.
fine. It's cool. It's a 21.
Oh,
Whoa.
oh, bitch!
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I got a 5 on the drama die too, so. Yeah, and some points. I rolled a 5, a 5, and a 6, and then added 5 to that.
Okay.
So, whee!
So you're gonna be getting probably.
Man, you're gliding and having fun doing it.
I mean, yeah, this is her. Like,
I will allow general combat stunts. So like adrenaline rush, momentum,
yeah, I was thinking.
duck and weave, like the common core.
Yeah, I was looking for
combat
anything that's like
stunts.
defensive or otherwise in the future. Cool thing will happen.
You could do both and spend all your points.
You could. You could put us at 17?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing scary at 17.
Nope, nothing
That's-
happens with 17.
No.
That's okay. I think I'll just spend.
Why
I'll
did
spend
you
3
say
of the 5
that?
available to me just to get a +3 on my defense until the beginning of my next turn. So we'll see if that comes up
Okay.
for it. But for the moment, I have a +3 bonus to my defense. As I hero landing this fucking thing.
Yeah, Jesus.
Calamity reoriented her feet and did the pencil to slide
Skeleton down this
through
thing.
the closing diamond of the bulkheads.
Did the fucking Luke Skywalker Cloud City?
Yeah, that dive. And is able to throw her feet out wide enough because the armory door is also closing, but it wasn't closing as fast as the door behind you that you had to pencil through because that was being manually activated. But Calamity is able to put her legs out wide enough, almost a full split,
Oh,
but land in a very deep, wide horse stance on either side of the closing bulkhead doors. And once you land, basically using the momentum of the doors to stand up to a full height, and and dab on them.
You did not just.
You go. I'm fine.
You're,
I know.
no,
I
it's
know.
just the laugh did it. The laugh did it. Oh, all right. From that moment, in the flickering light of the med bay,
Oh no.
Ragna floats in, having to wipe away the shield on the helmet that she put on before to be able to see the light is now purple as it flickers. Normally it's this blue UV light to help the 0G hydroponics do their work. It spins slowly to keep the water. It's not spinning, so water and blood are mixing as they pool and follow the maze-like trellises that the plants move through, and pinned those same trellises keeping him in position rests Strom.
I don't want to move him.
There's an extremely loud bang to your right as you're looking at this.
I look over.
In the rejuvenation pod is Herc with his eyes wide open, punching the interior. All of the systems have been diverted. He can't access from the inside.
Oh my god.
Is
Can he
there an
breathe in there?
emergency release?
There's a few manual releases that you could try and activate to try and get him out.
you got a gun on you?
Don't launch him into space.
Do not shoot him
Not
either.
that release.
I'm saying you shoot the glass.
One of my potentials. I have an axe. I'm
You
not
do.
smart enough to do the systems.
It would be engineering or technology.
I don't have either of those.
Okay.
Basically, I'm gonna look at Herc. I'm gonna motion for him to stand back, and I'm gonna take out the
He
axe.
Okay.
I know he has to like.
He doesn't stand back so much as get really flat against the.
He's such a
Or
big
at
dude.
least move to like.
He's just like.
I go.
As-
Sorry, and I'm going to attempt.
It's
to
like
hit
telling
the
somebody in
glass.
a phone booth to stand back. It's
Just swing somewhere low,
Listen,
so you're
I
less
have a
likely to
Swiss
hit
Army
meat.
axe. I'm gonna attempt to hit it with the corner.
so pulling out the handle
I'm
and
gonna have to replace both of these fucking things, and I don't care. It's fine.
pulling
I'm
out the
sorry.
handle,
Oh.
flicking the wrist, the Branfod, a utility axe, snaps into form, and you take your swing. So this is going to be a
Fighting.
fighting melee
Okay.
test.
Okay.
Fighting, it's a light weapon, I believe.
Is it a throne?
Yeah, it's a hand weapon. It's a thrown
Yes,
hand weapon.
1d6
So
plus
it's
dex and damages.
yeah, it's a that
Yeah.
is a light weapon.
I can't wait for the after action report on this. So what happened to both of your med bays? Whole team looks over at Ragna.
As it stands, we could fix
If the
the
report
glass.
gets written.
Yeah.
True.
That's
It's true.
That's within
14.
our power.
14?
Yes, I have a +1 to fighting. Listen.
Roll.
You did good.
Damage.
Please don't stab our boss.
It's not the worst thing that's happened to him today.
Oh my god, man.
10.
10.
Well, at least that'll break the glass.
I rolled max.
You
That's
see,
good, you got
that
the
will
glass
break
broken.
the glass.
I mean,
This is a pod that is designed to protect people in the case of decompression.
True.
yeah.
You do put a big old crack in it. As the axe comes down,
Fuck.
it's the vertical cleaving mark of the axe, and it spiders out from that spot. You see his eyes open wide, and he nods again and kind of moves away from where that spot has started.
Okay.
Now you just need to hit that same spot again.
Okay, so I'm guessing this will be harder.
Yeah, the defense of the item is a little higher now because you're trying to hit literally the same spot.
That's good. That's better. 16.
Roll damage.
Yeah, I was thinking he could just scrunch up into a corner, and then I remembered he's a G-Goss.
Yeah, he big.
He's a big boy.
It's only gonna be 9.
Okay. It spiders almost the whole way across. And he gives you a thumbs up, and then
I back up.
he puts his hand against the glass. Puts his hand so that it is just a his fingertip is just against the glass, and then just closes his fist in a forward motion. And that
1-inch punch.
sends the rest of the spidering throughout the whole glass, and there's this pregnant moment where the whole thing is covered in a lattice of white lines before the pressure differential takes over. As all of the liquid and the glass particles explode outward into the rest of the room. Need you to make
Yeah.
a Dex freefall test.
You're good at that, so it's fine.
What'd you roll?
17.
God,
Okay.
don't make that face. You go blank for a second, and I'm
I'm
like,
doing math in my head.
Okay.
So I'm just
Yeah.
like, alright, let's
God, it
okay.
scares me every
I
time.
was
Rag-
doing Fox.
That's for me.
What was
Oh.
it?
Sorry. No.
No, it's all right.
Because I have to add 6 to it, so I'm just like,
As you're floating back, as Ragna is floating backwards, she uses the momentum to grab onto the edge of one of the gurneys and whip around to be behind as the glass shatters and the nutrient enriched healing fluids rush out of the pod and start to wash over the med bay, and now are starting is in smaller and smaller and smaller spheres of liquid bounce around the microgravity,
This is fine.
mixing with the blood. Now everything is a sick green color as the two fluids mix.
You saved an NPC.
So it's a brownish green flickering
Yeah.
light.
You did it good.
He didn't drown in the
Doing
tube.
good.
But it is confined to this deck. So it's flowing out of the med bay. And what's across in the med bay?
The galley.
This water is flowing into the galley right now, too. Because the bulkheads are now shut.
It's okay. Iso isn't baking right now, so it shouldn't be disruptive.
Actually, I would argue she's definitely baking something.
Now, we'll roll initiatives.
Sick.
P.
So, in this system, remember, it's a normal test. It's Dex initiative.
Oh, come on.
And this is the only, this is one of the few rolls that you can't generate stunt points on.
I have a 14 spirit.
Nice.
Ugh.
Alright, so track all this down.
Okay. 20 to 15. Ooh,
16.
16. That's top.
Okay.
Nobody is higher. That's it. On a 15, the Dullahan activates.
Fuck.
Okay.
And then 14 to 10.
13 right here.
Also, Eden is a 14, or
Believe so.
she
I
said
think
it just
said
before
as
she
you
left.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
she said it to you because you were tracking.
I didn't hear it.
I think it was 14.
Well, if it's her dex, then
Yeah, it's. She said I'm fairly sure if
14. Yeah.
Okay.
so. Eden and
Oh, no, I'm at
Calamity.
13. I'm just
You're
below.
at 13. Okay, so Eden
I rolled
and
like
Calamity.
hot shit.
Okay, and then I got an 11.
Okay, and then you're at the bottom. And then various events activate on different counts. So,
Oh boy.
who wants to take that? Well, Cassandra should be back in a few moments, so we'll let her be able to
Yeah.
chime in. As
Cause yeah.
Calamity and
Let her
Eden
know.
are now in the traversal deck between the fore and the aft sections, with the airlocks to the left and right.
You're locked in here with us.
Ragna is in med bay with the doors with the sealed on the med bay deck. I think that's deck 2 or 3.
There.
Deck 3.
It's above where the airlocks are.
So it's essentially deck 3 because the bridge and the
Quarters.
crew quarters are essentially a deck unto themselves.
Mhm.
So yeah, deck 3.
I'm on deck 3. Yeah, with Herc and Headstrong.
And Gallo is on the
Main
bridge.
deck.
Bridge.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys have top initiative. Who is activating?
Well, you guys are on the deck with the Dullahan curtain.
Yeah.
So I say first should be potentially
I review.
Eden,
Yeah.
who has the ability to grapple and hold people.
I will attempt. I can attempt to grapple.
Works for me.
Let's do this.
Yeah. All right. So after righting herself from that fucking very awkward slide through,
She pulled herself up and is able to. She was on the bulkhead as it was closing. As Calamity deftly landed next to.
I'm technically in the armory.
No,
No,
you're
it's
on the
technically
traverse.
right.
You're on the traversal
Yeah.
deck.
Okay. How far is she
Deck 4.
from me?
She's on the opposite side, so you're basically like 20 feet apart.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I
boy.
could get closer if I want to try and hopefully.
But it'd be very
move and
easy.
grab.
That
Yeah.
distance is done.
Okay,
Like
good.
that's with it. That's one movement for you, absolutely.
Yeah, then she's gonna truck it and try and go in, just grab.
Okay, so you're in microgravity right now. So you're kicking off the wall and trying to spear.
Yeah.
Make your fighting grappling test.
You have to re-roll those.
Yeah, which I'm sure I'll probably need. Let's see.
Okay, so are you doing the stunt action to generate stunt points to put her into a specific type of grapple using the grappling stunts? Or are you going to roll to attack, hope you get stunt points?
Well, I have stun points. I roll to attack and I have stun points.
Okay, you should declare ahead of time.
Okay, sorry, you said roll the fighting test, so I just.
Yeah, it's fighting grappling.
Regardless, yeah. okay.
Regardless, because if you didn't get stunt points, you would basically slam her into the bulkhead.
Yeah.
Using the bulkhead for damage rather than punching.
Yeah.
That's what a fighting grappling test would be without doing the stunt attack. But if you wanted to do stunt attack to ensure that you were going to have stunt points to do the grapple.
Okay, so, I have 4 total stun points because Ragna is not here.
Oh, I'm very not visible.
Yeah, there's some bulkheads in the way.
Yee.
Alright, so hostage would make it easier for, other than the free action for
You
Calamity.
have to grapple first.
Yes.
Then use the stunts for the grapple first, and
Yeah.
then I think you can.
Grapple is like 1 point.
Yeah, you spend the 1 point for grapple, and then you can spend the rest of your points on other stuff. So
Yeah.
how many stunt points did you have?
I have 4, which means I would have, if I wanted to hold her and, like, keep her down.
So,
Wait.
so 1, I make the opposed grappling test.
Wait, question.
Okay.
We haven't used this, and this would be a group question if it actually worked, but I haven't read it because it's so expensive. Restrain. If you have the appropriate equipment in hand, like handcuffs or rope, you can have your partner do opposed fighting grappling rolls. So could I try and restrain her? Presumably, I have like a carabiner from our suits and just like attach ourselves to each.
That's not 1 carabiner is not enough.
I'm trying to think like as security officer, I'm not like a police agent, but
That's the thing. I will say just below that is pin, which is the next best thing. If you win, they can't do anything other than a free action on their next turn. That does at least restrain her momentarily.
I mean, you get the same for hostage, right? Which
No.
is
No. I don't think so.
anything other than a free action on your next turn, or if anyone attacks you or
Okay,
allies
so-
before the beginning of your next turn, you can make the.
Hostage makes it so that you can hurt them if
Yeah.
they try, whereas pin makes it so they can do nothing.
Oh, okay.
But you need to initiate the grapple first.
Yeah, so it would be one from. We would have to use one from the pool. If we
One
wanted
from
to
the
pin
yes, you could use stunts from the pool. I was just making sure that you understood how much
Yeah.
this is costing.
Yes.
Plus, you also need to do the opposed grapple test
Yes.
just to get her in the first place.
Alrighty. Grappling time.
And if this works, by all means, use the group points. We have like 6.
I gotta re-roll that. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because I would have only been an 11. Ah, better. 14?
That will beat her by 1.
Actually, it would be 15, because I'm on drugs.
So that will beat her by 2.
Alright. Then 1 from the pool, and then the 4 for a pin, right?
Because you had 4 stunt points generated naturally. So 3 and then 1 from the pool will give you 4 total, and then you will apply pin.
Not always up
It causes another opposed roll, though.
I remember it's a 13.
He's going to be beating you, so you can roll it again.
Okay.
You re-roll all
Yeah.
failed grapple tests.
14. Unless I spend, which I'm down for. I rolled a 3 in one of these, so if I make it a... If I burn... Hey. I can make it a 5. So that'd be... 16?
That's actually a tie.
You know, can you just raise it up to 6?
I could, actually. I could do... I was making even math for myself, Kevin. I was doing... that was my deciding factor. Trying to avoid math.
That goes up twice.
Yes.
Because she spent the
We
stunt
already did.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to do
and now
17
she's
and then the
burning.
18.
Yep.
Oof a doof. Earn that churn.
Listen, bitch has to answer some shit.
You don't have...
Wait, wrong.
So, if you had visiting guests on the ship, having some kind of restraining thing as security officer on you at all times would make sense. But
Normally, you wouldn't walk around with that.
normally
Yeah.
you wouldn't walk around with that, especially on a ship where you know exactly who is on the ship at
Do
all.
I? But do I? Yeah, I know. It's fine.
Now
that
we
was
don't know.
Eden's existential dread. It's fine.
Do you suffer from microphone droop? See your doctor if your microphone droops for more than 4 hours.
But yeah,
Okay.
she's
Give
doing
microphone
grabbing the arms,
Cialis
trying
for
to
you.
put that knee into her back, and just trying to keep her down.
All right. Kicking off the wall, flying forward in an almost Superman-like pose. Eden spears into the waist of the Dullahan as she turned around.
Rob Zombie plays in background. It's fine.
Let me double check pin here.
Yeah.
Thinking more Raiden for Mortal Kombat.
Anytime someone's getting speared, I think of Edge.
Okay,
'cause
so the
I'm
way this
weak.
Fair.
So pin is not
Fair.
applied every turn. You are pinning this turn.
Okay.
On the next turn, you would have to do a grapple attack
Okay.
and reapply
She
it.
has a -4 to her defense. So do I, technically. But that should make Calamity's job easier. If she wants to
Basically,
assist.
if you want to grapple somebody, every turn you take the stunt attack and you apply grapple, and then you can apply these other things to it.
Okay.
Grappling, never not complicated.
Actually,
But wait.
there's nothing that says you have to be grappling first before you perform any of these other tests. It's just every turn you have to be performing the stunt attack maneuver to use
them.
the grappling.
Okay.
So technically, you could do takedown without performing grapple first.
Wait, takedown?
Like 2.
Oh, there we go.
There's nothing that says that you cannot perform these grappling techniques without doing grapple first.
That's actually the only one that causes damage as well. Fun fact.
Takedown?
No.
There you go.
No one
Hmm,
else.
does
None
a
of the other
D6.
grapples.
Because you slam them to the floor.
Yeah. I was dreaming about grabbing someone's face and just
All right.
very hard shit.
But you have pinned this
Yes,
round.
I did. I was responsible.
Neato.
Dullahan can only take a free action.
And the Dullahan's up next on the initiative roster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
the thing about psychic powers.
are psychic powers technically?
It depends on the power. Some of them are
Yeah.
free, some are minor, some are major. It super depends.
Mm-hmm. The issue is that pinning it assumes that you're going to attempt physical powers because these physical tests. So I might say a psychic power is not hindered by a pin because this is the Expanse rules that assumes you only have
Yes.
physical actions.
Counter the
to
soldier
take.
with magic.
So let's see if that's shielding. No, that's not what I want. There it is. Ooh,
She whispered, bitch,
Oh,
you
this
better
can-
not fucking throw me again.
this can be fun because we're going to do that.
Fucking, oh,
But-
you
But you
Piece
get
of
to make a
space.
grappling test to see if you still hold on,
fucking piece
as
of
she
space
might
debris.
move both of you now.
Oh god.
Gross.
We're now just Katamari in space. Grappling roll?
This is just to hold on. Right now I'm casting. That casts. Ooh, and I get a PowerPoint out of it?
Yay.
Power stunts.
Yay.
Power stunt. Mighty power. So if you take any damage from this, it's increased by a d6.
Good times.
So now roll grappling. This is against a 14.
$17. And I got stun points, bitch.
Okay, well you're
Doesn't
holding
matter.
on. It's a resistance.
Yeah.
So what we have to do here, you're going to take 2d6 damage as, while pinned, Calamity watches as, by unseen force, the both of them fly off of the opposite wall and slam into the bulkhead next to you. Eden
Hell?
first. Taking 11 damage. Good old 5 on a 6 on the pair of
What's
D6s.
your armor, Con?
Oh, that's right.
You soaked some of
5.
Soak that.
Yeah.
So you take 6.
They only take 6.
Okay.
I was like, wait, I need to
Thank
remind
you.
you.
Thank
I
you.
will be
I appreciate
right
that.
back as you decide what to do on your next turn, because it is now your turn.
Honestly, it's very impressive. Eden has ribs.
She tried to pull you off, but you held on, but you still got slammed into the bulkhead.
Listen, if I only had self-destruct, it would be perfect.
What? No, I'm like right in the. It's 20 feet.
Listen.
No, they're right next to you now.
about to shout, Sue?
Yeah. Can I level up to be a Chatsu? Is that something I could take?
Oh my god, no, I just. Okay, I have a few problems with this. One, don't blow up. I'm standing right there. Two, that means I'm tension Han, and no thank you. Three, I don't want to explode.
Oh, think about all the
Yeah, 'cause
vacuum
right now,
cleaning.
they're right next to you. So you don't even have to move to do things now.
Yay! I brought her to you.
That's not okay. Cool. I'll just
I hope
pistol
that
whip her or
was
something.
The right move with Green Kirk.
Oh, I'm so happy Herc's okay.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Freeing Herc was definitely the right call. Cause
Yeah,
that-
why
Yeah.
wouldn't
I
you?
was just like,
Yeah.
like unsure if safe or drowning in there because maybe he didn't get to like.
He seemed a little distressed.
Technically, Eden didn't see Herc when she peeked in, so
Yes.
she didn't even
No.
know, right?
And he was clearly super trying to get out of the tube. Like
Yeah.
I both as a player and a character 100% support this message.
Yeah.
I
Like
was just like,
we could
I
will
don't
vote for
want to
Magna.
shoot in here.
we could print glass,
I don't
right?
want to shoot in here, so I'm gonna try with my axe.
One thing I'm trying
To like,
it was-
the
think it was
second
smart as
time
hell.
I've used my axe. This time I didn't throw it, but
I'm trying to remember. So, like, between the command and the crew quarters, are the bulkheads are between what, like here and here? Between
yes,
God, it's
right
common
now
area
the
and command
med
bay?
bay and the galley.
But
are-
you know, the starboard is where her, presumably her rescue is coming in starboard, right? So you want to lock down that door,
Hmm.
right?
you could attempt to force lock the starboard airlock
Yeah.
Okay.
so that they can't come in.
Or out.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a boarding action otherwise, or they'd shoot it open and we all just fly out into space. But presumably they want the information that ESO took, right? So, you
If
know.
she took information, we don't know exactly what she did. She could have just wiped it.
It's true, yeah, she could have wiped it.
not impossible.
Shark Boss has a good point. The only person not accounted for is Alexia.
Uh,
No, and
and Zep.
Zep.
Yeah.
We kind of know Zep might be okay because he tried to send a text message, but it was completely garbled and
She could
Yeah.
fly it.
Yeah, you sound
Yeah,
a bit
you got very quiet.
I got quiet.
Yeah.
Hello.
Unless
Talking
Conry
into my
turned
microphone?
down the speakers.
I'm gonna talk real close to my microphone.
I don't know. I could still hear you. It's just quiet.
Yeah,
Huh?
it's quiet.
Weird.
Hey, chat, is it quieter for you? Or is it just us?
Am I
You just-
ASMR mode now, chat?
Marco.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, because if I can.
Talk some more, someone says.
Okay, so Mary, she's got this little lamb, right? Fleece, white as you would not fucking believe, and that little fucker will just follow Mary around everywhere.
Yeah, okay, we're not crazy. It is quieter.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely quiet on our end at least. for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, this got super quiet on our end.
Well, then I'll just shut up.
No, continue
No,
talking. If everyone else can hear you, it's just like someone says
Yeah.
you are quieter, but it's not terrible.
Well, nobody's
But-
asleep yet, so I will simply project into the microphone a bit more, and perhaps that will help. Do we
Oh no.
did we ever get a copy of the map into the private chat somewhere? Because I can't find it, and it occurs to me I have no idea.
I'll
What
take a
the
picture
map
for
guys-
you.
I
Like,
would love
it
a
was
picture.
in our Discord, but I'll take another
It
photo.
was a long
for you.
time ago, though.
I cannot. Oh, in the Discord. I'm looking at the private chat. That might be my problem. Perhaps I should check the Discord.
I will send you another picture in momentarily.
Okay.
Please hold.
I appreciate.
Sent.
I'm trying to think.
Projecting
what else.
to the back of
I
the
mean,
room.
making it so that at least they can't escape. Big fucking help, right?
Well, yeah, but also there's a lack of communication. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
but-
can't communicate.
Yeah, well,
You
you
can't even scream
communicate,
down the
but
bulkheads right now, so.
but it
Yeah, 'cause they're
doesn't.
closed.
Yeah, even if you're locking that door without telling us, it doesn't. We don't necessarily need to know that.
No.
We're trying to slow her down as much as we can, because as soon as the pulse is over, then we can literally just start firing on them, right? So if we can delay, even.
Well, that's assuming that they're even involved, because again, we
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
know if Iso is a independent actor here or not.
Yeah, I mean,
We can only assume because there's a fourth additional
Yeah.
ballistic thing that we don't know about.
assume
That
the
could be
worst that she's not alone.
Anything. That could be a shuttle. That could be a missile. That
She
could
got really
be
quiet.
a puppy.
You gotta get quiet there.
Yeah, apparently I'm kind of quiet.
oh,
Oh,
you
that's better.
Okay,
much
Just
better.
maybe the speaker
Speaker?
got turned down?
Microphone check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My name is Calamity, and I shoot my crewmates. La, 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 la.
You are coming through a little quieter. I had to turn up your
Okay.
volume on the.
See if I can't juice my gain a little bit. Maybe that'll help.
Okay.
A B C D E F G.
There you
Talking
go.
into my microphone.
All right, let's get going. Let's keep going.
Do this shit.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Next, activation.
So after Bananock, what do we got?
Yeah. What you got up there, top team?
It's
One
the
of
rest
us?
of us.
Yeah, it's the rest of you, all 3 in a row.
This boom, boom, boom. So. I've got an idea of what I'm going to do next, but like,
Go for
if you
it.
guys have got something.
Go
No,
for it, we're
please
not with you.
assist. Yeah.
Okie dokie doke. Well, I'm gonna start with something kind of weird because of what just happened.
It's my favorite.
So for my minor action, I'm actually gonna cast sense psychic powers
Mm-hmm.
because again, Calamity has no idea what she's doing or how she's doing it or what's going on.
Oh.
So flying on instinct, she's gonna try to while her brain's going, "What the fuck just happened?" That's going to set off her psychic sense. So I need to make a target number 9 willpower ESP check. It's just my willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is the target number 9.
Yeah, it's a target number of 9. So quick mathematics.
I'm not there, so you do not get a +1 to your willpower.
I do not, but I did roll a 13. Yay! So that's awesome. No stunt points, however, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm burning 4 friggin'
PowerPoints?
power points on this.
No. Okay.
It's not
Sorry.
PowerPoints, it's
Yeah.
PowerPoints.
Yeah.
Power points, which is a whole other pile of stuff.
Yeah, us,
So-
us scions.
I can sense psychic power within 20 yards of me. I know which talent it falls under. I know the exact discipline, the source, and its target. And if I recognize the user, or if I know the user, I will recognize who it is. So, as I'm sort of taking in this whole scene, my fucking inner eye opens up. And what do I learn?
So you pumped all 4 points into it?
All 4 points. I went all in,
Okay.
trying to make sense of this because Calamity is scared and confused.
Telekinesis,
Okay.
the Dullahan, Eden the target, and it is a familiar, soothing signature. A presence you feel comfortable around. But this is so brand new and fresh to her that having an actual full understanding of exactly who.
It's still very confusing to me.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's what I was afraid of. All right. Well, for my second trick, I don't really want to shoot.
Do it. I don't care.
I mean, yeah, for a variety of reasons. I don't want to shoot you. If it's who I think it is, I don't want to shoot her. Fuck. Yeah, fuck it. You guys are flying around. I level my pistol at the Doulahan and take the shot.
I have a
Okay.
-4.
By the way, anybody who's curious about
Oh,
firing a weapon
it's so
inside a
loud.
pressurized environment, guns in most weapons in this setting are set to, like, the way their projectiles are designed, they nickel on certain hard surfaces. So they are not that great against armor, but most people aren't wearing armor in space anyway. And if you're dealing with an armored foe on a ship, you're in a completely different situation than what you. And it's also not the tinfoil that like the LEM or I'm sorry, LEM is the Lunar Excursion Module, or the space shuttle is made out of by comparison. So just to give you an idea.
Okay, so I rolled like utter dog shit, which is why I decided, screw it, I'm going to spend 6 fortune points.
Woo!
Pop that up.
19.
And that makes my roll a 17.
That will hit.
Okay. I'll roll damage.
Barely.
Jesus. Even with the negatives?
Mm-hmm.
Ow!
You know they have like an 11 toughness with the kinetic shield.
Well, they just moved the telekinesis, so I don't know if you can.
12 damage.
12 damage. The round ricochets off the bulkhead just next to them, and you can see the scatter field bounces a little bit as you can see the jawline turn in your direction. Remember, fortune point damage and stuff like that, it doesn't immediately mean injuries. So be aware that you did do some fortune damage.
Oh yeah, just to her and to me, honestly. So I'm just sitting there like panting, white knuckling the gun,
Next.
trying to process all the sensory information that's completely new to me.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to go with? Okay.
So what initiative slot is this activating on? What
This is
what number?
13.
13. Cool. I need to see where in the ladder you are.
Yeah,
Because there
yeah.
are some things that are not on the ladder with you.
Yeah, you know, like the people outside and etc.
So who's activating next?
I'm trying to remember. Did you guys told Gallo that the Doulahan was heading towards the?
No, you're the one who saw that.
Yeah, everyone saw that happen.
Everyone saw
Okay,
her going
okay.
down.
And you're the one who saw the fourth one was coming in.
Well, yeah. Galloway's gonna try to switch up that little last bit of power on the ship, and he's going to shut down the lock down the doors and the airlocks.
Oh, okay, because that was the first thing you did was lockdown.
Oh.
Okay, we weren't sure if that affected also the outside airlock doors. Like, if there's anything we can do to like.
That is the outside
Okay.
airlocks are pretty much just always on because they're in layered situations.
Okay.
So like the exterior door does not open unless the interior airlock is closed.
We can't,
and if
like-
you lock down the interior airlock, yeah, the exterior might be able to open, but there's still like you can't get through the interior airlock.
Okay.
Can we manually use the point defense at all, or is that too much power?
You'd be able to get one shot off, and it's not going to be easy because the
Yeah.
targeting system is separate.
Yikes.
Hmm.
Okay.
Targeting system Ian essentially takes care of the heavy math that needs to be done to
While moving, that's a fuckload of math.
yeah.
I mean,
We
are
do
trying-
not
We can ping
eyeball
again.
it.
We ping again to get an update on our friends
Hmm,
outside.
Yes.
I mean, if there's not anything else you can do up there in command,
I mean,
you
there-
can
there-
also.
I mean, there is. But I'm just trying to think what would be the most. I guess I'll just try pinging again, seeing
Okay.
where the
More
everyone else is
information.
at.
More information is always helpful.
Actually, I will say, if you're less worried about, or if you don't want to fire up the radar again, could that power be redirected to internal communications so we can at least talk to each other?
Yeah, that was one of the options.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shows how much attention I was apparently paying.
hmm I think I think Galloway would want to warn everyone about the incoming
Then divert power to
ballistic
comms.
entity. Yeah, then he'll start trying to get the comms back.
All
up,
right.
So make a
It's an intelligence science test.
science.
Tech. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, hey. Oh, boy.
Oh, we hit 20.
Hey, so I'm going to assume
Woo!
that a 6, 12, 18, 20, minus 2, and 18 will pass, right?
Yeah, it's gonna do it.
Oh.
That'll take us up to 20.
Anybody who just came in, good timing.
Ugh.
What a great
Oh,
time to
let me
come.
D6 to see what kind of disaster. I
Mm.
mean,
Oh, yeah, that's
turn
right.
effect
Yes.
this is.
It'd still be a minor.
that would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Listen. I just want who's left alive on the ship to still be alive by the time.
we still need to do a fucking head count.
As Gallo gets the communications online, he's going to send like a message to everyone but ESO, messaging that incoming ballistic entity, brace yourself.
Starboard side.
Yeah, it was coming from. It was
Basically, giving
Starboard,
full
yeah.
information of how it's
Yeah.
coming in.
Yeah,
You're sending that in
ballistic entity
text form?
coming in starboard. Hold on to something. Also, check in. Everybody, check in.
You do have anybody wearing a helmet has AR readouts from their hand terminal. Like your LAN is not affected. Just your PAN, private personal area network, is unaffected. Your LAN, being the local area network of the ship, has been just turned back on for the purposes of communications. The WAN, wide area network, is anything dealing with connecting with outside of the ship is a completely separate thing. I read the Shadowrun
Yeah, you did.
digital
You did.
rules very in depth. So
Look at you, you little decker, you.
I really liked the idea of Matrix runs, so I really read those rules. So I'm applying them wherever I can, just so that it wasn't a waste.
Oh, wow, I'm sad now.
I
That is
played
how
a
networking
mage
works.
who was a technophobe. He actually caused problems the last time I played Shadowrun. So of course I didn't get to use all of my fucking Decker Matrix knowledge at all. Other than
Well, we
sending the occasional note to Buzz to be like, here, you can totally do this.
Yeah.
Mm.
Here's a good sneak around.
Ugh.
Okay. So if you have a helmet on, you have an AR display for your text and shit like that. So you put a helmet on,
I have Neuralink.
you have Neuralink, so you see it in your fucking eyes.
Yeah.
I don't even have armor on, never mind a helmet.
Everybody else is getting a ping on their hand terminal.
Which
Yeah,
I'm
'cause I
super
had
not
put
looking
the
at right
helmet
now.
on him.
Gallo, yeah.
Yeah.
So now I just have this weird blood water mixing with my hair instead of bouncing off the helmet.
Oh,
It
your
kind
dye
of washed
job.
past you, and now it's just a whole lot of water spheres floating in the air.
Oh.
Little glass bits. I need to
Oh.
vacuum.
with little reflective glass bits that you really only see when the jittering light.
Gives me some Event Horizon feelings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is.
Yeah.
It is kind of when the when they turn the artificial before they turn the artificial gravity back on.
Yeah,
in the,
you know when people are getting
warp
thrown
chamber.
into the Mm-hmm.
That spot.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I understand
I
the
love
reference
that
now.
movie.
it's such a good
It's a
movie.
very good movie.
Okay.
On an 11, I'm going to activate after we get the comm blip.
You get the comm blip. Activating on an 11.
I know I broke it, but I can't science. We got attacked on the bridge. Talking to Herc, bringing him up to speed.
He leans forward, grabs the mask, and pulls it
Oh.
off the tube that was down his throat,
I know that very well.
just
Ooh.
pulling out, and you see him for a moment. The stringy bits of saliva
Oh.
just kind of floating in 0G, mixing with the rejuvenation fluid floating about. As he
Buddy.
looks to you, wiping his face with his other hand. What is going on?
Oh, I can continue?
Yeah.
Okay. A
Short
Dullahan
combo.
attacked us on the bridge.
How? What's one of the knife ears doing on ship?
Don't know. Just woke up myself.
All right.
We look good, strong.
He grips the side. His hands actually crushing the broken glass as he pulls himself out. And so now you have a Herc with you. He's going to activate on
Herc has joined the party.
because of his injuries. He didn't get to finish his final cycle to heal completely, so he is still technically injured. He is one
He's only
away.
injured?
Oh,
He was wounded with you.
Yeah, we never finished our wound healing.
Yeah, he got to injured. He wasn't as bad as you, right?
No, we were both wounded.
no,
No.
but the tests ended up not being the same when rolled, right?
Yeah, you guys were healing at different rates.
Yeah, I was ahead of him.
You were ahead of him.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was the reverse. So
No.
he's still wounded.
Oh yeah.
But with the wounding, that means that he is at a... Oh, he's activating on a 7.
Oh, buddy.
Your armor's probably somewhat usable. It is really far away. But,
I mean, did you finish repairing it?
it's for the most part actually pretty good. I thought. Hold on. There's a lot
It's a
of
calamity
notes in
special
here.
now.
You were 6 out of 10 towards repairing Herc's
Yeah.
armor.
Okay. So you have acquired a Herc.
Equipment bonus.
Get.
A little portrait
Oh.
with a
Is he
plus next to
closed?
it, just kind of...
Oh, that's gonna be distracting.
Important
It gives you
question.
like a,
His life bar appears next to yours.
like, this is fine.
A weird dripping naked Herc running berserk down a hallway. Yeah, this is fine.
Just before we move on to the next piece of business, because he's going to activate next turn on a 7, not this turn. His eyes do drift over to Strom, and make a perception intuition test.
Not empathy. I took the wrong one.
It's not the wrong
Empathy
one.
works too. Empathy works too.
Okay.
Intuition is supposed to be for lies. Empathy is supposed to be for emotions. So yes, empathy.
Yep, 21.
I tripped 6.
On
Oh.
brand.
Nice.
Hail Satan.
So that's a 22.
Yeah.
You got stun points.
And I have 6 stun points. So, aha, and an intuition. Can it
Okay.
be my go-to in this situation?
Okay. As his eyes drift over, you see a soldier's compartmentalization take over. There's a short nod. And you get the very firm feeling that this is definitely not his first rodeo. There isn't much more to give, sadly, other than, like, giving you a flashback scene to when that happened. But
I wouldn't know that.
we'll just forge ahead and continue along. On a 10,
Mhm.
on a 10,
Okay.
there is
On a
a
10.
harsh slam into the starboard side of the ship as a certain ballistic entity makes contact. Shaped kind of like those old school pencil erasers that you bought to put on the end of your eraser.
Hmm.
This funnel shaped object wedges into the exterior airlock, and everyone can hear the hard scraping and screeching of bending and twisting hull. As everyone needs to make a Dex freefall test to see if they are still being held in position.
Do I get any advantage for wearing my seatbelt?
Yes, you do. Actually, you don't even have to make the test because you are strapped in. This is for anybody who is free floating. So, roll for Herc then.
Up the turn.
No.
Yay!
What is? Herc's
Actually, no. No, yeah, it does up the churn for that. You
Yeah, I just can't
generate
use my
You
stun points.
can't use
though.
stun points, yeah.
What's
It's like 23?
For Herc?
18?
I don't know what Herc's dexterity. Does he have free fall?
Oh, he's at a 6 for this.
Okay, so then he'll get a 16.
Okay.
Or -2, 14.
The difficulty of this is a 13.
Okay, so
That-
Herc passes.
15.
11.
Roll slow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for
Calamy's
you,
a-
that is. Fucking
Place right
Calamy's
now.
doing ballet in space today.
No, I rolled an 11.
Really? Oh, shit.
Yeah. This whole ESO thing's really fucking her up, it turns out.
Calamity's weight shifts, and she accidentally releases the magnets from her boots. So she releases into free fall and gets thrown onto the other side, taking
Bring it.
2 damage. Constitution and health and armor apply here.
Yeah, see if you soak it.
Yeah, I've got a toughness of 2.
So you soak it completely. You take a hard.
Yes.
You take a. You take a stiff bump, but you threw your arms down correctly.
Yeah.
If I can find a way to bring.
ESO
it
out here
up,
throwing potatoes.
Everybody else who. Oh, let me roll for. Yeah, she could. That's a 4, 5, 6. That'll definitely do
Yeah.
you good on the dice. Tumbling around in free fall. Several people holding on, some bouncing around a little bit extra.
Well, I love to live dangerous.
We go to the top of the initiative roster.
Okay, so we start
Well,
with
Herc
one of our
moved
turns.
activate.
Well, no, he
No.
said he was going
Next
to.
turn.
Herc is
yeah.
activating next turn.
Okay.
You got him out.
Next round.
You literally got him out this turn, so he spent his activation climbing out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have the first roster slot. Who's activating?
Ugh,
I mean, you still
hate all
got
this.
the Dillahan pinned.
You can perpetuate the pin by doing the special attack, this stunt action,
Yeah.
and then picking from the grappling stunts options.
Okay.
So if you're in a grapple, you can't get away from the person. So basically, you remove that person's movement.
I mean, if we do enough fortune damage, we can knock somebody the fuck out.
I also have knockout for 1 stunt point.
Oh,
Ooh.
damn.
Yeah. But
We
I
can
was
start-
looking at strangle, but because I'm trying to find ones that do damage. The only other one that does damage is takedown, I think.
Yeah, takedown is a grapple that does damage.
Yeah.
Strangle.
It says your target takes an additional 1d6 damage. Additionally
Yeah.
to what?
Yeah, it means if you don't roll damage, they take a d6 damage.
Oh, okay.
Basically,
Well,
you're slamming them to the deck.
Yeah. The only other thing I could possibly do is just literally do damage.
You
But
could
that-
just punch them,
Yeah.
and if you get stunt points, or you decide to use stunt points from your pool, you can also initiate grapples or any of these maneuvers as part of it.
I mean, if we want to try and do to try and knock her out, the best bet is to try and hurt her first.
Yeah, I mean, go for it.
She might get squirrely and run, but
Where the hell? Where's she gonna go? And there's two of us, one of her, and
Which
and
on
what?
view of the map, which end is the starboard? The
the right side.
right where you guys are.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
All right, so grappled in, she's just gonna start trying to like wail beat on the back of her head.
All right, make fighting brawling test. The grapple will break if you do not reinitiate one of the grapples.
well, we got stun points floating around.
17.
That will hit.
There's a 6 on this. There's no doubles, but there is a 6 on that though.
Yay!
Jesus, we're already at 23.
Yeah. But I would have to do I would have to move that to get doubled so I could do the grapple.
Or you use a single stunt point from the pool, which would be fine with.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, so you
Oh,
can
yeah,
damage
absolutely.
and initiate this, still keep the grapple.
Okay.
Yeah, like again, we've got like
Yeah,
how
No,
much?
it only goes up to we only using one stunt
Yeah.
point.
But,
Yeah, we got
but you
we got
the
5.
6,
Go
and
nuts.
then you're spending the stunt point from the pool. Doesn't spending
Spending the stunt point for the pool doesn't do
No,
it.
that doesn't have.
Yeah.
Oh,
However, because she has striking style, my punches do more damages. So it is 1d6 plus my strength.
So, how many
Interesting.
points are you spending from the pool?
For the grapple?
You're just doing grapple?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do the damage first, and then
Okay.
we'll apply the grapple after that.
Okay, this is plus 3. 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
Jesus. Are you stimmed? Do you have an additional?
Oh, no,
Oh,
it doesn't.
yeah.
It doesn't affect my strength.
Okay, I
sadly.
wasn't sure
Thank
what was
you.
affected, but I
Yeah.
wanted to remind you that you are currently high as fuck. So
Loaded up on the PCP.
Yeah. So
Gives her
it's
the
9
gorilla
damages,
vessels.
but I think she shields all of that
You
actually.
swing at the scatter field nothing, hoping that you're going to make contact with a temple, and you can feel your fist make contact with something, but it's not a solid, true slam. As you do hear a doof as a head slams off the bulkhead behind. Now we
Grapple.
roll the grapple. See if we get out of this, or we stuck in.
Oh no. 21.
Whoa. Okay.
Please up the turn. I have stunt points.
Machi, machi.
No, you can't.
No, I don't have stunt
You
points. but
can't
it's
stunt
6.
points. You cannot
Yeah.
generate stunt points off of a roll that is made from stunt points.
Yeah, but it's still a 6, so it still goes up.
Otherwise,
we've got
you could
other-
end up with a ridiculous cascade.
Yeah.
We've got other stun points in the pool though.
True.
You can't use them.
Yeah,
It's-
you need the.
The grapple
yeah.
initiates a specific effect.
It's because it's the resisted, right?
Yeah, it's resisted.
Yeah. But grapple.
You can only generate stunt points on the action you take in the round. Any
No,
subsequent
totally.
called opposed tests, you don't roll you don't generate stunt points on those.
No, and I get that. But as part of the attack action that Eden took,
Yeah, she already spent stunt
one-
points for that.
what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah, never mind.
I'm okay with it. We'll just continue to spiral in space, awkwardly slapping each other. Until her friends show up.
There's some really reading over the way these are worded. It would benefit a lot because it gets kind of technical and specific. But reading them, they're very powerful, which is why they call for an opposed test for all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're really crowd controlling people with grapple. This is definitely not awkwardly slapping. This is very vicious punches and and attacks.
This is some MMA shit in 0G going
So
on.
still grappled. She can't move away from you, but she's not pinned, so she can do any other action.
Yeah.
But she just holds on to you.
Oh, I don't like that.
As you see the scattered jawline turn towards the starboard door.
Oh, I don't like this.
Yep. Okay, that'll pass. You see the manual door to opening the airlock flip open, and you start seeing the handle turn as the door starts to open from the manual device that is designed to operate the doors when there is no power being sent to them.
Okay.
As all the air begins to pull out
That's
of the compartment. And the two of you begin to pull and flow towards the opening airlock door. Next, activation.
Well, I know what I'm gonna do. How about you two?
I would like to send out a captain's order.
Yeah, comms are still open.
Comms are still
Yeah.
open. They haven't been turned off.
By all means.
You don't have to do text. You can do via voice as well.
Please do, because I won't see it.
Yes, you're not exactly paying attention. I know the only person that would see it in a fight is Neuralink over here.
Yeah. I am way too busy.
Fucking
Voice comes out of your terminals. It says, "Captain's orders: prioritize crew safety." Because I heard the grinding and the moving of things. That's gonna be my action and my order. Technically,
Okay.
I'm gonna use that.
So captain's order does.
No, that's just letting him know this
That's
is
a free
an
action,
order.
right? That's
Oh, that's free action.
yeah. You can still do stuff.
You can still move with Herc towards a direction, or
Nothing I can do for strong. So I'm gonna look at him, look at her, look at him again, look at her, and be like, as we head towards where the sound is coming from. So we're gonna go towards the doors by airlock,
okay.
or at least I am. Whatever he decides to do, but I'm sending out the order.
He's still got compression bandages all over him, and you can see remember that coloration, veining, that bruised amethyst look that was all over his crystalline like skin.
It's a good look for him.
Still very visible as it creeps, as it's just above his collarbone. So when he moves, he winces as he kicks off the floor and makes his way towards the bed to put his feet into the boots that are currently magged to the floor right next to his cot, or his gurney.
Smart.
I assume you would want him to make sure he's able to do that.
Yes.
You said
the
prioritize crew
I
safety.
did.
That is-
That is the order
yeah.
that came through, is prioritize crew safety. Yourself.
Okay, next.
Well, were you going
Activation.
anywhere,
You're moving towards the traverse.
area.
Okay.
or okay?
Because everything's still locked down currently.
Central corridor.
Yeah.
So you're in central corridor deck 3.
Yep.
Back on deck
Can we-
1.
No, Calamity, you said you had a plan.
Sure. Yeah, I can go next.
Yeah.
Okay, on the traversal deck.
Huh. All right. So this door is trying to open. Something is using the manual
Yeah.
release on the door. One presumes her. Okay.
It is only a minor action to use it again. And you do
No,
get more information now that you have observed, I believe.
Arguably. I mean, I've
In
used the
life.
power. I'm not about to fire it off again, but. But
psychic contact is telepathy if somebody's fucking with you telepathically. Okay.
Yes, if somebody tries to touch my brain with the psychic contact power, I
Get
believe.
out of my head!
Kinda,
Okay.
yeah. I can feel you in there, Charles.
Nerd.
Is there still an alert for the decompression happening?
Yeah, everything is because it's part of the life support systems. There is a decompression warning happening across the ship with a notification of deck 4, the traversal deck.
Great. So my minor action is going to be to move over to that handle that is trying to turn. And then my other action is going to be to grab the handle and try to make it stop turning and maybe go the other direction would be nice. I want to try to essentially physically fight back against her opening this door.
Okay. Dex free fall to get there, because you're also dealing with the fact that now you have decompression and the reverse. Well, not reverse. You have a vacuum force happening right now.
Listen brings it to you faster.
So it's okay. So here's a misconception: the vacuum force is not like in Jason X, where the girl gets like spaghettified through the like you don't get sucked through holes that are this big. It will hurt and suck, and you will.
It's more, Rigel when his butt gets stuck.
Yes, it's more like when Rigel was plugged into the wall.
Yeah.
You're that part will get cold. That part will bruise as you feel the force against your body, but you won't die immediately and get pulled through and sausagified as you go through a small hole. But it is enough of a vacuum force that, one, it's taking out all the air from the compartment. So we're going to be doing stamina tests soon. This is the last turn air will be in.
You need a helmet.
Will be in.
Yeah. Again, this keeps happening to me.
We're gonna fucking staple one to the back of your neck after this.
You know, honestly.
And I gave you an order, but it's fine.
2.
I was busy having sex. What do you want from me?
2.
We're gonna have tea.
The vacuum force will affect your trajectory
Okay.
as you move, so you may get pulled towards the opening airlock.
Yeah, well, thinking's for later.
So this is
So
why you're making this dex free fall test.
Which I rolled a 16 on.
That is that actually bypasses the DC 15 that it would have been because of the force. Because this was a hard
Good job,
test.
man.
Sick. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Love that 5 dex.
It goes up by odd numbers starting at 7, so average DC for most tests is an 11. This was a 15 because it was 2 grades higher than an average test. Because this is anything but an average situation, I'd say.
I don't know, this is getting more average for us.
Cha-cha-cha-cha. We got jokes, folks. All right.
Now.
So now I'm trying to close that door.
Landing and grabbing with both hands onto the handle,
Just
trying
No,
to
you
force
don't!
it and fight the psychic strength. So this is going to be a willpower telekinesis versus
Oh, God.
strength athletics.
Hey, guess who has a 0 in her strength and no skills?
Oh wait, nope. Athletics is
rather.
not a thing. Strength might. The system has a might stat. So strength might.
I don't like that roll. But
Mm.
what if I burned fortune?
By the way, hey Gilded Troll,
How do,
we love you guys.
so
I
I
just
would
burned.
need to know if the character
We're just
is
in the middle
at
of
half their
intense
fortune.
decompression
use
protocols here as things go crazy.
I suppose that would be like the.
So like in certain things where it says they need to be at half fortune to use a thing, how like normally we
You
don't know
guess.
that.
You guess. Have you been keeping track of how much fortune you've done?
We have been told.
We haven't been told.
You can track how much damage you have done. What she soaked versus what she didn't soak.
Yeah.
But we don't know
the
how much
full
she
stuff.
soaked is the thing.
Well, we know the
Yeah.
toughness was 11.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of a
Okay.
guessing
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
All right.
You can also
guesses.
make perception.
Oh no.
You can make perception tests to see if they're looking
Yeah.
ragged, stuff like that.
You know when they don't have a face or a head, that's a little harder. But you know
Yeah, this-
what?
It's not
I
a.
have a
It's not a
face.
It's not
Just
a.
can't see
In gaming, it's
Screw it, doing it.
perfect information.
Yeah.
is the game term. There's fog of war.
Doing it.
But the reason why I did that is because she did use the psychic shield the first time you did the damage to her, which is why I was like, oh, it did this, because it was a visual fucking like. But now you're actually punching past and shit. So
Okay, so it's not always at 11.
Anywho, I spent fortune and my die rolls is now a 16. So
Okay.
turn up, and I spent a lot of. That's bad.
Jesus.
I'm currently
Which
at
ones-
18
Which
fortune.
ones we don't even know if Connery's used the 20 part from the churn thing yet. Anyway.
It's a fair guess when the eraser blinged into the ship.
I mean, the ballistic entity was on its way already.
yeah, well, having it slam in and
Yeah.
cause aggressive decompression.
It's a problem. It's a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
To give you an
So-
idea, I can literally I'll read to you the hazard here. Major hazard. A new hazard appears or an existing hazard increases by 2 levels. The crew suffers a loss to their ship.
Oh, shit.
We already did, and his name was Dr. Strom or whatever.
No, that's if it was in ship combat. It would have been
I'm
it would have been the loss, but so examples
Being a
tend
smart
to
ass.
be a major or more serious setback. So introducing the fact that now this compartment is losing all of its air and you're being sucked towards the black void beyond the bulkhead is kind of a situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Right, so I got a 16.
16.
Yes.
I got okay, so you said you rolled a 6 on the drama die?
No.
I did.
Oh.
I rolled a 6 on the drama die. I think what you heard was me saying I turned one of my dice into a 6 by spending fortune. which is
Ah.
also
There you
something
go.
that happened.
Yeah.
That it still doesn't succeed.
Damn it. I don't think I can be stronger than her mathematically, you guys.
I rolled a 5, 6, and a 3.
Yeah, I rolled a 6, 4, and a 6.
Ooh, you did the work, right? Ugh.
Yeah, like this is as hard as Calamity is. Like
It's
just
the fact that-
adrenaline is shooting through her, and she is as hard as she possibly fucking can, and it's not enough. It's just over there doing the full like deadlift, screaming, just.
So I got a 20.
Jesus
Doing all the math
Christ.
together.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah. No dice, y'all.
Dullahan special agents. But it's slowing it though. Here's the
Yeah.
point. It is slowing.
All right, you're buying us time then.
It is not big enough. It is not big enough for anybody to get through yet.
Yeah.
But those of you in the compartment now can make a perception seeing test. I do not know why I all of a sudden started going into this voice.
You can make a perception seeing test, Captain.
No.
If you'd like to talk like George Takei, Captain.
8. Oh,
Hi, Captain. I'll
shit.
keep talking like George Takei. Oh my.
This is fantastic.
Fantastic. I got a 15.
A 15.
Yeah.
Proud.
Yeah, I'm so.
You can see through into the airlock. You can see that the exterior airlock is shredded open, peeled in, and you recognize the signature crimson of a particular apex.
It's a whole.
Cool.
I didn't say it was a whole apex.
Oh, okay.
I just said you recognize
It
the
might have been
color
his
of one.
cloak. Remember the segmented?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
missing segment.
Yeah.
That got
Which-
shorter.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep.
Because I was keeping a close eye on what was going on there, and
Yep. And
Right
you were like,
before
something
I-
sinister about this.
yeah, and
Aim-
jumped up and ate a grenade for it.
It has opened up in a 4-way spread to vice it open, and inside you can actually see a small compartment where one might be able to hide.
Okay. Okay.
Next activation.
I have a really bad idea.
Yeah, I was gonna just like
Whoa.
double checking in the comms. Has anybody
Bother.
else chimed in at all? Any other of the crewmates?
Oh, from the rest of the ship?
Yeah,
Nope.
no communications. Okay, and we'll obviously hear the fucking ping, the crash. Think
Initiate self-destruct. Wait, no.
not that one.
Wrong button. Oh.
Are the doors between the command and the where the crew quarters are those sealed?
You could divert energy to the doors and then select specific doors to open as an action to give access between certain decks. But you do know that there is catastrophic decompression happening on deck 4. It is a hull breach.
Galloway's gonna divert the power from communications, seeing as nobody responded at all.
We're a little busy.
What? I can't
There's more
read
people
right
on
now.
There's more
I
people
know.
on the crew
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Yeah,
if they're alive, it's fine.
That's kind of the point of
Okay, fair.
concern. Here's going to divert the power to the doors between the first level, the second level, and the third level.
So you're opening up the 4 section of the ship. The central corridor is being made available to everybody. Basically everything down to the traversal deck.
Up to the med bay.
You want it so Ragna could get to the...
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking?
The traversal deck is the deck that they're on. You're opening up every door between that door and the bridge.
Yeah.
Not opening that door.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
It's still going to be a divert power test, so
Okay.
make that tech.
Do that tech dice.
Oh no. And
Well, you could always spend fortune to up the die face.
Do it, it's only a
Because
one.
it is target 13.
okay, so make that a 4. Spend 4 fortune.
We're so
Put
bad.
that up, and
That's like 20
now that works.
what are we,
Hey,
25?
just had to give it
What are
another
we at on that track?
little kick.
28.
28?
Yes!
By
26?
Yeah,
Oh.
only 26.
Aw, I thought you were
Aw.
higher up.
Give me a
No.
minute,
Okay, yeah.
right?
I thought it was at a 27 before.
I thought we were at 25. Jesus.
Well, I just made it 26.
Yeah, evidently.
As Ragna gets into the central corridor, she
You know what,
sees
just let her go.
above her, orientating via the
Mhm.
decks, you can see the ladder above you, the bulkhead opening up.
Trying to go on comms.
Opening, yeah, because now that he's moving that, comms are out.
This is beautiful.
Doors are opening.
What a mess.
Oh, this is so good.
You said from the doors, like I could open like any of the doors on the ship.
Yeah, you can access basically when you're in the doors protocol. Basically, you're hopping protocols
Yeah,
and
yeah.
activating different systems. So when you're in different systems, you have control over that system. You are the panopticon right now, but you have severely like restricted. Think of it like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh god, yeah.
Yep.
You can only turn on certain things at certain times.
When you were
Yeah.
saying power bar before, I immediately thought of FNAF, and I was just like,
Yeah, it's the FNAF power bar.
Okay.
But it's not depleting, it's just one thing that you get to move.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Like
From
like FTL, yeah.
Yeah. So he also wants to open all the doors in the crew quarters,
Okay.
and from that point, if he has any ability to move, or if that's about it.
With the doors open, you can shout to each other though.
Hmm.
So as a quick free action, as the doors open, you can shout to anyone, because all those doors can open at the same time, essentially.
Right. He'll basically just like call out from his seat then before unbuckling himself. Anybody hurt?
Oh no.
As you just hear that echoing down the corridor from
Besides
above.
the alarm blaring, I hear anybody hurt, and it's just like John's down in medbay.
You yelled it all the way back
As
up.
you're shouting up, the lights from the bridge kind of eclipse for a moment as a humanoid form floats limp
Oh.
across crew quarters.
Oh no.
And that's where we're going to take our break.
No, fuck you. No, we're not.
If we all sit here and don't move,
So
maybe...
this is the part where we take a quick break and we get to go use the bathroom or grab
Get
snacks.
you. Kiss my ass.
I just imagine
fix
Fox
my
walking
mustache.
to oh no, we're not in New York anymore. Wow, my brain. Oh,
Yeah,
it
we're
made me so
close enough.
sad.
We're in New York's armpit. Oh yeah, go ahead and fix your face.
Your face has issues.
So things were going great.
Yeah. Wow.
We're at the top of a round.
And
Wait,
something
did,
was on top of us,
wait,
floating
no.
by.
No, you didn't go yet either, did you? This round?
No, I didn't go this round.
No.
I thought you went first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you went first.
You went first.
Okay.
You
Because
Punch.
you
Yeah, I
sucked.
punched.
well, I was the last one who went, and then it was the ballistic entity's turn,
And
and
then
then Herc.
Herc went with
Okay.
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 And then the ballistic entity.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, so it is then.
Well, ballistic entity was okay. That was a churn effect taking place
Yes.
on a roster point. It's not like a thing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So when I say I need to keep track of where you are on the initiative roster numerically speaking, it's because I have things like legendary actions in D&D. They activate on initiative scores.
All right, makes sense. I'm
So
with you.
this will go off on initiative 5, this goes off on initiative 10, this goes off on 0.
Okay. Got it.
So because you happened to have maybe gotten to initiative churn 20, a churn effect happened, which activated on that turn.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
we
it's
are-
not a persistent thing.
Okay. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
like
just using it as a
character.
clock, essentially.
It has created what we like to call in the gaming community an environmental hazard.
A hot pile of bullshit.
It's the top of the round. You said you had an idea?
Did you seriously
Uh,
just reference the crystalline entity, you fucking nerd?
Yeah, like that's not a famous episode of Trek. Come on now. Ballistic entity, crystalline entity. I'm just saying we can get them together. Anyway, I have a terrible idea, but you're more than welcome to continue to because the thing is that what you're doing with ISO is that it's kind of keeping her tangled up from doing too much stuff on her turn, which I think is helpful. I could do my super bad idea, but like I feel like you keeping her locked down or whatever is probably better.
Okay.
But that's my 2 cents.
I can continue with the with that. Anybody else have objections?
Nope.
Nope.
Mhm.
All right. And since we have 6, I could try and do a punch and then use a stump point from the pool to grapple.
Yeah, attack first.
Okay. Is that appropriate? I'm not making
Yep.
dumb thoughts. Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
It
Okay.
is going to be more difficult because you were doing it while dealing with vacuum.
Okay. Okay.
Because, yes, that's exactly what's happening. It's gone from suck to blow.
15, 16,
I'm
17,
sorry.
18, 19, 20, 21 churn up.
No.
Uh,
27.
What are you?
I don't have a cell phone to hold while I look at
Never mind. I am just gonna build this model kit. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yes!
No, there's no point.
I would like 2 in overcome toughness,
Okay.
half the toughness down to then
1 for grapple.
well I have
okay.
2
Yeah, give him a
3
second.
4 for vicious blow,
Up
Okay.
the turn again.
up the turn again,
Yup.
and then 1 for grapple. So that would make her base attack 2d6 plus my strength, which is a 3.
And the toughness
And the
is halved.
toughness is halved.
All right. Wow.
Which is shit. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
Okay.
I rolled like, but
she is
it's
in.
half toughness.
Mm-hmm.
How long does that toughness last for?
Just this turn.
Yeah,
Okay, I wasn't sure.
and then we grapple.
Actually, just that attack.
Yeah, I think it's
Mhm.
just the attack. That's why I try getting a little more out of it, but that's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Good, because if you can hold on to her, I don't want her to stop me.
Okay. Grapple time.
Oh yeah, now it's the opposed grapple.
Grapple, grapple.
14. Oh, I can burn fortune.
Or you roll again.
Oh
Because
yeah.
if you
Roll
Oh,
don't
that's right. I
again.
roll again. So 14.
Jesus.
Get it in the thing. Thank you.
She's at an 18 right now.
Oof.
That'd be a 15, so I would have to. If I put the 2 to a 6, it's. That would make it a 19. That would beat it. So I have to take 6 fortune damage, which would put me. I'm at 13.
Ooh, yeah.
You're at 13?
Yeah, I'm at 13. That puts me at
Oh.
7. 6 fortune.
Don't forget to up the churn.
Oh, we'll get to it.
yeah,
I'm trying to
up
make sure
the
people's
chart.
health is correct.
Alright, yeah.
What,
But that
is
would be
like
hers.
29.
I will fucking lock her down for you.
Okay,
Alright.
great. Cool, thank you.
Yeah.
You took some damage. Oh, wait, from the slam. No, you had the armor, so you didn't.
Yeah, I've been taking damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm at 7 health.
That's
Fortune.
I thought you said you were at 13.
Now I'm at 7 because
I've been missing a lot of health that you've been taking.
Mhm.
Fortune adjustments.
Yeah.
Every fortune adjustment has been health loss, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not getting it.
Okay, so but that beats her. And that's my turn. So she's just fucking wailing on her and then just trying to like keep her down as they roll through the fucking compartment closer to
It is-
Calamity.
It is a weird combination of MMA and that really when the Expanse was trying to be sexy in the first season, when they did the 0G sex scene, that really did nothing for anybody because that character
We also didn't care about them
Yeah.
really.
at that point, no.
No.
Now Googling 0G sex scene.
The Expanse
Yeah, I mean otherwise you just get a but
totally happened in the first episode for like no reason.
we're like, okay. This would have been more effective had I later
That's
on-
always the way though. The first right?
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
the
they-
T'Pol scene,
It's
right?
it's the decontamination scenes from season 1 of Enterprise.
They're just screen caps, and I've seen enough. I
There you
don't need
go.
to see that moving.
There you go. No, it's the show. It's the
I didn't watch
Expanse.
the first season.
It's
Because
I know,
tried to
I-
get the second with
first
you guys.
season is good. It just becomes amazing very quickly
Yeah.
once you get past once you get past the first couple of episodes of season 1, it becomes fucking good. Anyway,
Yeah.
So yeah, tumbling.
so as they tumble as a singular 0G unit. 0G unit. All right.
I
Anyway,
hate you so much.
unit.
You two, I hate you both now. You-
Bouncing off the bulkheads. Gonna need Dex free fall.
Uh, Funny.
Okay. You have not tumbled to the point where you're about to enter the vacuum, the point of vacuum, POV.
Sexy.
Hmm.
Maintaining her the grapple, obviously,
Oh.
but not more maintaining her defense. She's going to push back against Calamity right now to try and force it open further. That is a success on the cast. So, since now you are essentially grappling with this lever, I
Yeah.
need strength might versus her willpower telekinesis.
Okay. What if I just let go?
The whole thing would open.
Yeah.
You
What
could
if
do
I
that
want
on your
that?
turn.
Okay. Go ahead and roll D. But like either way, I think she's gonna win because like yeah, that's a 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 2 is 8.
Yeah, no.
She's not strong.
She's pushing against it, but it's kind of like when a child is trying to push the playground equipment, thinking that they would make it move. There's just no actual effect. Next.
Okay.
Then it's our go.
It's
right?
your activations now.
I'm. If you don't mind me taking the next one,
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
heading up. I'm gonna push off immediately to head towards whoever's limp in the hallway.
As you get closer, the amber lights putting a soft glow on the still form of Zep as he floats across.
Does he look injured?
Make a because again, these lights are not great. So as you're floating towards, let's take a perception seeing test.
Thankfully, I'm good at that. $17. If that doesn't succeed, I can roll again.
That succeeds. He doesn't have. His skin's different.
Oh no.
Right. Oh shit. Right. Shit. Oh god.
Covering his entire head,
Yeah. Fuck.
around his ears, back of his head, down underneath his shirt. At first you thought he was wearing gloves. You realize that it's continued onto his hands. And where his eyes normally would be are two lifeless black lenses. Scale Nemedian skin covers his normal flesh.
I'm sorry I turned your boyfriend into Spawn.
I'm writing that as a quote. I'm sorry I turned your boyfriend into Spawn.
Wanda Ragnar. Oh, it worked.
Just gotta get him like a really nice red sweater.
There you
one
go.
Christmas.
Perfect.
God. Zap. Oh, buddy. Jesus.
Perfect. All right. You know somebody's played a specific arcade game enough where they can mimic the poorly digitized announcer's voice.
Perfect. Wow. One. Height.
Those pizza rolls are giving you real Monday energy.
I am living an energy right now.
USSR.
I'm nice and tucked away. This is
Oh no.
this is a thing right now. All right. Also, it is pizza rolls. The flavor of pizza rolls can only be described as a child listening to ska for the first time. It's the only way to describe a pizza roll.
So that way when you got a plate of them, you got to pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Yep.
Listen to an embarrassing amount of ska.
This
So anyway,
episode
what's Ragnar doing?
is brought to you by Monday Energy. Can we can this? It might be a category 1 substance.
Don't worry, in a couple episodes, this whole series is canned, so.
Okay.
Anyway,
Next
Ragnar.
Yeah. He floats covered in a skein of Nemedian scales.
Well, since I was heading in that direction, I'm gonna end up running into him. Grab hold of him, like, be alive, you idiot, and try to get him out of the way of the center quarter area.
Okay, so you're changing your trajectory and pulling him towards the rest of
Basically back where he came from, so he's not in the center
crew
corridor in
quarters.
case- yes.
I'm like, it's not.
Crew quarters.
I didn't call it habitat because I was like, you're pulling back towards the habitat rank. That's DS9. So pulling back towards crew quarters. His body is rigid, and there's no give as you pull him away. Next! Who's going now?
We got
We got-
Calamity's very bad idea,
Yeah.
TM, and Yellow.
I've got a terrible idea. If you want me to go next.
Old-fashioned, good old-fashioned calamity mess around.
It's only
Ah.
ever worked out in the past, so
Hey there, big
That's
shoot.
true, by the way.
right?
Do you mind if I take it?
Go ahead.
Galloway's gonna start making his way down towards the crew quarters. I guess he sees like the silhouette of this thing floating, and then suddenly,
Ragna just.
Oh.
You can get to them. It was only one deck below you,
yeah.
and you weren't far from the door to begin with, so you can actually get to them and still have your actions.
Okay. He'll kind of reach down, calling out to you. He's like, Magna! As he kind of like lands on the floor and like tries to like, oh
Sean's down in medbay.
shit. Okay.
Down as in blood everywhere.
Oh fuck. Okay. Is he gonna be?
I don't know.
That's shit. I don't have my medical readings on. I don't know what his rating's at.
You have. Oh, okay. You don't have his.
The cuff.
No, you did have a cuff on him.
Yeah, there's a cuff on him.
Oh.
That's right.
A pan means that you can do person-to-person connection. So, because your hand terminal is in direct range, within personal area network range of your hand terminal, you can access the cuff directly. Normally, if you're in another part of the ship, you access the LAN of the ship to then access the cuff. But while you're this close, you can access the cuff directly with your hand terminal.
Okay. Let me check on him first, and then I'll go down and check on Strom. So he's gonna try to pull it up and like tries to like figure out where his arm is.
Intelligence medicine! You don't even need to see the actual cuff itself. You can get all the information directly onto your...
You roll ones and twos on medicine, right?
That is true.
I like that sound effect.
$19.
Okay. Would you like the good news or the bad news?
Let's go with the bad news.
Well, now that I realize it, I have to give you the good news first for the bad news to make sense.
Oh, great. Okay. So good news.
He has a steady heartbeat.
Okay. Steady.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
It's 15.
okay, so he was.
But it's steady!
Just gonna leave. Goodbye, everyone.
Wasn't it?
Wait, no,
Okay,
he was at a
that
higher
could mean
rating
stasis.
before.
That could mean stasis.
No, heartbeat. Is
Heartbeat.
At 15.
His heartbeat is at a 15 BPM.
Oh, that.
That is extremely low.
Okay.
But-
He's
Well,
just
okay, yeah, since he
meditating.
is wearing that, it might be beast per minute. Since he's in the
Okay.
that's a beautiful typo. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
Vitals are steady, but extremely low. Like you're fringing on just. This is the type of stuff you would see for somebody who's doing long haul cryo to get them to a medical facility,
Coma.
a medically induced coma.
Yeah.
You know, like the Medians doing that whole big sleep thing until they had to get back up again.
Yeah.
Do I have access to his N3 or UN1 readings?
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Data corrupted.
Okay.
Triggered.
Don't like that.
No, none of us
Don't
don't
like
like
that.
it. Big dislike.
Me don't like. Gallo don't like. Both of us don't
Yeah.
like.
We're all
Oh,
on
you
this
don't
ship
like-
together.
All I'm seeing in my head right now is that fucking loading screen from Spec Ops: The Line that says, "This is your fault."
Oh wow!
Oh, no.
God! You put me
Fuck.
through the guilt trip right there. Oh, bringing up Spec Ops. Jesus Christ!
You
Okay.
get to tell Ragman.
Okay.
Yeah, we're pretty deep in the jungle, aren't we?
Yeah.
Is that that
Literary
everything?
references.
Yes. It's the horror. The horror.
That game fucked me up. All right, who is
The
next?
same.
Calamity.
All right. So as this thing flies out of my hands, and does its little spin thing, Calamity, I very briefly glance back over my shoulder to try and get as much of an eye line as I can to the tumble fuck that's going on, and just look at Eden, and it's just like there's this heartbeat, and then keep a hold on her, and I'm going to pull myself like where the vacuum is escaping into. I'm going that way. Into that. I want to try to get through and down that to the pod.
Can't say anything because I'm up there. It's fine.
As soon as you pull yourself through, you're looking at what you now recognize as one of the Beninock funnel tech devices. The
Always wanted a close look at those.
This one looks to be modified. What did I call them? SAWS, Satellite Auxiliary Weapon Systems.
Mm.
You're looking at the inside of a heavily modified one.
Cool.
Toys.
Make a Dex freefall test.
Modest. All right. Let's see what we got here.
This is a difficult test, just to let you know.
Difficult, huh? So 14 is probably not going to cut the mustard. I can spend more fortune. I got more fortune to spend.
What dice do you have? Do you have any like really low ones?
A 2, a 4, and a 3.
Okay.
I can kick that 2 up to like a 4 or 5. That would put it at 16, 17, thereabouts. So I don't know if that's gonna cut the mustard on it.
I mean,
17 is the formidable
yeah.
challenge
Okay.
rating difficulty.
So 17 would get it.
15 is hard. So 15 is hard, 17 is formidable, to give you an idea of the difficulty ratings.
Okay. Thank you. I was actually looking for that in my PDF here, going like, "Where are the difficulty ratings?" Yeah. All right. Screw it. I'm gonna turn this. I'm gonna spend 5 more fucking points. Fuck it. Turn this 2 into a 5.
30.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Does that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Please set
you know,
it
I already
down
said
to
it. I'm not taking
0.
it back. Fuck.
It was
But yeah.
coming anyway.
It was inevitable.
Anyway, that puts me to 17 on the check, and yeah, I'm at 13 fortune presently.
Calamity
Mhm.
is able to hold herself before she tumbles into the center of it, her hair fluttering in the 0G as the vacuum pulls what scant air is left. And as you hold yourself there, your breath escapes you for the last time in this chamber as all the atmosphere on the traverse deck has officially been pulled out. I haven't used the churn yet. I'm banking that for some fun.
Cool.
Next activation.
Well, I was gonna say, was that my move or was that my entire?
That was your
action?
move, so you can
Yeah.
take an action now if you wish.
Sick.
So not next activation. Was your minor action to move?
Yeah.
I want to get inside this thing. I want my major action to be another move, and I want to get inside it.
Okay. So use your second. So you move and then move again.
Yeah, I was moving to get into that area, and then I want to move again to get into this thing.
As you climb in, there's you can see that it is lined on the inside with what it's like scant internal conveyance protections. It essentially has a very small coffin-like inner hull.
Perfect.
There's as you have pulled yourself in, you can see that maybe there's space for two smaller people. There is a terminal pattern on one of the surfaces. Now we're gonna have our next activation.
Totally.
That's the ballistic entities effect.
Yep, that affected once.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah, it's done.
so continue.
Herc.
What do you want her to be doing?
The last order I had given him was to prioritize crew safety.
Okay. Let me look something up quick.
For the record, that was my terrible idea.
I saw that coming a mile away.
But now you could play with the device.
And, have maybe place to breathe if you
Yeah,
close it.
If you close it,
Mm.
maybe.
I don't know. I don't know if there's any life support inside that thing if I close it. Maybe.
I mean, I would assume if it was
One way to
supposed
find
be
out.
like
It's coffin-like, it's fine. Just
It's coffin-like.
rescue
That's
vessel.
appropriate.
I
But if
don't
I'm
know.
in there, she's not. So I figure go inside.
But you can't leave
Where's she gonna
now.
go now? Yeah, that's right. I got your ride. I jacked your ride, motherfucker. What now? You ain't going nowhere. Where are you going? No place.
I mean, unless we all just die.
yeah, possible.
Okay, this Nancy negative. If you want to be that way about it, sure.
Do you really want to die
So-
before checking on Alexia?
I mean, me? No. Her? She's busy.
Also, if you're dead, then you don't have to deal with the mourning. So really, it's only the people that are left alive that really have a problem with it.
Herc
Sorry, wow, I'm a tuck
Herc-
that down.
pulls himself
No, it's
off,
fair.
holding onto the last bandage that Strom ever applied across his
Oh.
stomach,
Fuck, that really hurt.
pulling up to the hab ring. Now I'm calling it hab ring. To the crew quarters level.
Oh, my conversation with Strong was the last one.
Pulls himself across to not even his crew quarters, just the closest one that's open. Happens to be Zep's. He plants his feet on the deck, sits down and rolls his hands underneath the armrests and closes his eyes. It's going to take 15 points.
Oh.
15. Holy shit.
15 power points. I'm going to use 6 of his fortune
Key.
to get that up to a 17 raw dice.
Does he have restoration?
So that puts him over as he starts to concentrate deeply on his wounds.
Can you use that? Oops, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I would like to inform you that the Gigas techniques are not ever external. They are internal techniques. So they have access to things outside of the Arcana space and the
they
power
operate
space.
differently.
They operate
Yeah.
differently. They have a small selection of a whole bunch of different things, essentially.
They're like dope ass physical adepts.
They are phys ads.
Yeah.
That's actually what I base them on. They are phys ads.
Well, there you go. That's why they're rad.
And there is a soft, light beneath quartz glow coming from just above the bandages in the middle of his chest. That frosted light.
No, just like shining light through obsidian.
Mm.
No big deal.
Hmm?
I know exactly what that looks like because I've done it.
Mm.
This is back at the top.
Back at the top.
So cool.
I have a 30 churn in my pocket.
Well, could you open your pocket and let it breathe and fly away and be free? You know, if you love something, you should let go of it.
Or, keep it in the pocket, give it no air holes, and let it just,
Die in darkness.
Die.
Asphyxiation.
We'll see how that goes.
Ah, asphyxiation.
See how that goes.
Speaking of asphyxiation,
Yeah.
I feel like we should let the three down below go first. So which one of you guys would like to go first?
Calamity, do you want to?
Yeah, I feel like you're kind of...
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, first we have to do some suffocation tests,
Fuck.
Yeah.
because this is what we call an environmental hazard, and we're gonna have to see if you can just hold your breath.
BRB stealing the enemy's mech.
Hijacking a mech seems very in character, though.
Where are we? Come on.
Constitution
Yeah.
stamina.
Action encounters.
Until my rifle gets remote control of it and then just vents me out into space.
Objects, explosives, stunts, interludes.
Question
there's
is,
a
has Eden
specific
noticed any of
area
this?
for hazards.
I turned back and said,
Yeah.
keep Iso busy.
Yep.
I said, keep her busy, and then shot off.
Mm-hmm.
The doors are completely open now, by the way.
Yeah.
I wanted to point that out there. That's explosives. That's crashes. It's complications.
I could roll the dice now, and those are not good numbers.
Is it in chapter 1? Game basics?
Don't know what you're looking up, but it concerns me.
They have rules for going into the void on this.
Yeah.
In this game, I'm looking for the hazards area, which I feel like it should be in gameplay. Hold on.
I'll take a look as well. Let's see. Suffocation is listed as page 2 of 6 on the table of contents
Oh, that'll do it.
under the threats section.
Ah,
So-
threat. That's why it's counted as a threat.
Yeah. Suffocation.
Vacuum. Exposure to the
Yes.
vacuum of space is dangerous.
It's not great.
Invariably fatal. On the round following exposure, the character's condition becomes dying.
Automatically.
Character additionally suffers 66 damage, 6d6 damage, at the start of each round of exposure from cold and radiation. Oh, radiation, that's right.
Yeah.
So I need you to make a toughness 15 constitution tolerance test. Target number 15. That'll
That
reduce
fails.
the damage you're taking.
You got this.
That fails, so... Because I rolled a 13.
No.
And I don't know if spending more fortune even helps at that point, because I'm about to take a bunch of damage.
You are lucky.
Yeah, I know. I'm Calamity. I'm
9
basically
damage
unkillable.
on 6d6.
Does that go past my toughness because of the nature of it?
No, that is.
Okay. So I take 7 damage then. Ow.
That means you're at 6 fortune.
There
6
is
fortune.
By the way, there is no injury or wounding.
Just straight to dying.
You just go straight to
Mhm.
immediately dead. It says
Okay, so this isn't like
you can
it
act on your
came
turn
in-
though.
Okay, well, so just to make sure, because this is a bit more grim than I had realized, it's not that this thing is plowed into the hole and it's just there's no, like, this thing is open to the void.
Yeah, it plowed into the hull, but it didn't make a perfect seal. So now this area is considered vacuum.
Dig it.
We could
Okay.
probably seal the hole then.
Without some kind of void protection helmet,
Yeah.
For example,
you could get a collar on that would help you.
I don't think this one's gonna cut it. Ow, my hand. So,
Careful, you're hurt already.
I'm going to look around this thing in 2 orders of priority. 1, is there any kind of suit that I can immediately see in my field of view? After which point I am slapping my fingers on the controls trying to close this thing.
Okay, perception seeing.
Can do. Come on, you need to roll higher than that. That is not. That's a 10.
You're not seeing any way to well, we'll do order of priority then. You do see an upper torso emergency void collar.
Oh, sick. Then grab on.
You're able to attach it, and the telescoping
Oh, God.
plates form up around your head, over your chin, down your neck, over your chest, just below the breast, around over your shoulders, down, and just over the small of your back.
Wow, those are really good. Holy shit. Okay, rad.
It immediately. I need you to make another Constitution tolerance test.
Tolerance. Okay.
No, actually, no. Hold on.
Okay.
This would
What
be
am I
more
rolling?
of a willpower self-discipline test.
Oh, sick.
Uh,
Better at that. It is, however, a 12.
okay. You start to panic
Yeah, understandably.
as fluid is forced down your throat,
Oh no.
and you start to realize that the inside of this is very moist.
Okay.
As the seals around the outside are actually pinching into your flesh, and it's thicker than water but thinner than blood. This viscous fluid flows over your eyes, into your nose, down your mouth, and you start to panic.
Never been in LCL before. Help.
As this
It's just that scene from The Abyss with the fucking rat. God, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, you're in highly oxygenated fluid.
It's fine. Your
Right
your
now.
lungs did this for 9 months. Fuck off. Ugh.
We'll see if you make the next roll to be able to do anything else next turn other than panic as you're.
Oh, yeah. No, this is so unbelievably my entire action.
Next activation.
Not dead, guys.
The
Yeah.
Dullahan.
Yep.
There's a quick shudder as What's your defense -2?
Normally it's a 15, so
13.
yeah.
Yep, that'll hit. Because when you're in the grapple, both you and your target have a -2 to your defense.
Yeah.
I don't get any stunt points on it. But why don't I spend some?
Mm.
You don't want her to. He doesn't want me to hold her. It's fine. I
I'm
was
gonna
just trying to hug. I'm trying to get close to my crew.
I'm gonna spend 2 to do takedown. No,
Takedown's
no,
more
no. I'm not
expensive.
gonna do takedown.
Oh, no, oh, okay.
I'm gonna spend 2 to do vicious blow.
Oh.
Oh, that's really bad for you.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, it is.
Not ideal.
We're
It's
just having a party
subpar.
down here.
Oh, that's a good number.
You guys just stay up there.
Yeah, how's it going on the other side of the door? Down here it sucks.
Yeah.
14 damage.
Oof. Yeah.
Whoa!
Well, I was at
As-
7.
There's a shudder.
Yeah.
You're going.
There's
Yeah.
a shudder in the scatter field, and you realize just at the last moment that that's because the scatter field
So I
was
take 9.
moving at extremely fast speeds towards your face as her
Oh.
head cracks into the outside of your helmet, and your head rattles around inside the helmet, giving you a big old ring.
Oh god.
So
Yeah,
you
that.
are, what is it, injured or wounded?
Yeah. So has this is the first I've actually been this.
Oh,
low.
you're under?
Yeah. So I was at 7. I took 9.
You applied toughness?
Yes.
Oh,
You gave me 14.
That's
I
right.
have 5 toughness.
right. You are now injured.
Okay.
What this means is it is time for me to double check conditions.
It also means I need to pen. You're still alive.
You are injured. The character is hurt. You have -1 penalty to all tests, and you are fatigued. Which means that you cannot charge or run. You are unable to make charge or run actions. An injured character who receives additional injuries becomes wounded.
That sounded like cat vomit.
It did.
There's
Yeah,
me shaking the
yeah.
page.
This whole situation sounds like cat vomit.
Yeah. Bye.
So as you come back from that punch to the head, you can feel the wetness rolling down your mouth, and you can taste the iron and coppery.
My ribs probably were not happy with me to begin with. It's fine.
Yeah. You've tasted blood before.
Hey, wait a sec. Were you still wearing a helmet?
Yeah.
Yup.
Jesus Christ, Iso. Whew. You just headbutted a helmet. Fucking hell.
Next activation.
Okay.
Fuck.
Rest of that.
Fuck.
You still need to go. That was her activation.
Yeah.
I'd be okay
Yep.
with you taking the next one.
Or if someone like that could heal wanted to come down, that's also an option.
Well, the doors are closed now.
There are windows.
Yeah.
Does your ability involve line of sight or touch?
For one of them, it's I think line of sight. One of them. Where are you? Where are you?
Out of
What's
curiosity,
Ragnar up to while he looks that up?
I was also going to ask for.
I don't know anything about what's going on with Zep. I just think he's turned into a full-on alien, and I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start, like, as soon as he's set up in the quarters and not just out in the middle of the hallway, start heading back down towards the
All
breach.
all of the beds basically have like zipper sheets that you pull up around you and zipper closed when you do sleep, even when there is gravity going on during transit because of thrust. Sleeping without being tucked in is not a good idea.
Ill-advised.
Ragna is doing her own military compartmentalizing.
Mm-hmm.
Having been in said military, and is literally going to Zip up, zip, look over at Herc, see he's there, look at Gallo, and then just head down towards airlock.
Okay. You'll be able to get to the door.
Okay.
And that's going to be your
Full turn.
putting him in,
Yes.
zipping him up, and then moving back down.
Yes.
That'll be your full turn. Getting down there. And you can see on the other side the headless form of the Dullahan in a 0G spinning struggle that's starting to spin more as velocity is being applied. As long as you focus on... Oh, no, wait. You can't focus on her face.
You think everything is injured.
And
Everything is
it's
awful.
just blurry as fuck.
Yeah.
You have no more plot.
Why you
armor.
motherfucking blurry?
Why you so
Wrong
fucking
season for that.
blurry?
Sorry,
Out of
she's blurrier than season 1 Rue. Anyway,
I feel like that's a very small joke for just 3 people, and
Yeah.
that's it. And
I think Ghoulie got that joke, and that might be it.
Thank you. A question. When you can do the stunt attack. Could you try and do a stunt attack for adrenaline rush, or is that kind of
The stunt attack is entirely designed to just generate stunt points.
okay?
So yes,
Okay,
But-
continue. What?
I want you to do a perception seeing test first.
Well, if you wanted to go, you were thinking. Or
Oh, okay. Who
Did
wants
you
to?
see your?
Did you
Okay,
go
who's
through your spells?
Did
activating?
you see if your spells had line of sight or?
It's
knew
within
Ghoulie
a
would
certain
get it.
distance.
So if you were at the door, it would just need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I could. Yeah.
I will say too, for anybody who wants to spend stunt points, keep in mind we still have a pile in the
Yeah.
pool.
Yeah, you've got 6 in the pool. But yeah, healing aura would work if you were at the bulkhead door.
Yeah.
It says nothing about you need to have direct line of sight visual.
Yeah. It's just
They just need to be within
Distance.
10 yards of you.
yeah. And Eden's close enough to
Yeah.
the door. Okay.
Yeah. 10 yards is far. That's
Yeah,
30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I
So even
can't think how big the spaceship
even
is.
Calamity right now is 20 feet away.
From the stairs to the wall isn't even 30 feet. And that's about the size of the traverse section, that deck. So yeah, each deck is about 20 feet, door to door, because that's like your ceiling.
Mhm.
It's to make it so that if people are on opposite sides of, if you're on multiple surfaces, you're not going to hit your heads against each other. So there's so if every person is put into a 6-foot block, you would have 4 feet in the middle at least of 2 people not hitting their heads together.
Okay.
That's smart.
And they're floating in the middle of it, so you definitely have range if you get to that door.
Okay. Gal's just gonna look over at her, just kind of try to give him an affirming nod, you good?
His eyes are closed, and
Glowing.
his chest is glowing, and you can see him doing circular breathing.
I love it. Gallo, you good? Reverse cut.
Oh yeah, he's cool.
And it just cuts back.
Galloway's gonna jump down to the door by Wagner,
Mm-hmm.
but as he's floating or floating his way across, he's gonna try to peer by medbay quickly as he's kind of going down, because he kind of feels like he wants to check in there because Wagner said that Strom was not good.
It's a flickery mess in there, and you can see.
Going
Oh,
through
by the way,
water.
there's a whole bunch of the fluid that Herc was floating in. You recognize it as the rejuvenation fluid from the pods.
Floating in this entire area.
The
because I
whole
broke it.
area is just filled
And
with it.
glass. Or
Make a perception
glass.
seeing test.
Ragna v restoration pods.
Oh my
Oh
god.
wow, trip ones.
It's
Jeez.
it's unintelligible. It's just a whole bunch of floating fluid
Chaos.
balls and amber light and flickering purple light. Just it looks like a demented
Epileptic
zero.
nightmare.
It's a demented 0G demon rave going on in there right now from a visual perspective.
Okay, so Galloway's just gonna try to focus on not getting liquids in his face as he glides on down.
Chunks of glass.
Or that,
Alright.
that too.
I don't know why
Ugh.
that got me so bad.
But that's
It's
a good
only
one.
one
Because you're in a
deck, so you're
panic
down there.
situation.
So that's a minor action to move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can do it all in one move, in one
Okay.
action.
Then he'll try to he'll because you said there's a little window, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He'll look through the window, try to
Please don't try to
Get
talk
your
in
eye-
this scenario.
what?
I'm imagining him trying to talk with all this liquid around in the air.
Ugh.
Oh.
Ugh.
And
Fine.
shards of tube.
Yep.
Mm.
Fine.
Oh.
He's just gonna start banging, trying to be like, get back up, you can do it, get back up. As he kind of just keeps pounding, and I'm gonna do more healing aura. I'm gonna heal you too. No, you
You heal everyone, even if you can't see them.
yeah, and you're around.
Which is pretty badass.
And you can choose a number of subjects up to twice your willpower. So,
Yeah, which my willpower is now 4, so I could pick 8 targets.
8 targets.
Including myself.
Yourself,
Herc?
Would
Herc is just outside.
Okay.
would Calamity be close, or because she's in
Make
the
a
pod?
roll a d6, high, low, 4+, and yeah,
Roll your
she's in
D6.
range.
Please roll high.
It's randomized.
I'm flipping a coin essentially.
Yeah.
Please,
And
Okay.
I want you to roll.
Please roll high.
4.
Yeah, you're in range.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend.
I love you, Kevin. Never change.
9 power points. Not the best. Oh, but I can. No, not for this. For medicine, not my stuff. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4.
You could roll fortune if it's too low. Or burn rather.
No,
No.
No,
No,
not for this.
not for casting.
not for result.
Okay.
Only
this
on a
is the
skill.
result.
This
Oh,
is
oh,
Yeah,
wait,
you
this
ha-
is
no,
wait,
you
wait, this
didn't-
is the result, not
to roll to
do-
cast first,
Wait, wait,
and
this
it's
is
a
Yeah.
cast.
15.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You get a +1 from me. It's a
1, 2,
willpower
3,
roll.
4. And then that's just a 15. So that just makes the target not
That
hit.
makes it because of the wonderful support of your captain being nearby.
Oh.
The
No stop
brand
points?
fod standing nearby
Hmm?
helps
You
you
didn't roll
use your
yourself.
psychic
No, there was
power.
no duplicates.
Oh, so
So-
it's like, oh, it's nearby. I brought you to the D6.
Now you're
Okay.
rolling your healing amount, which is 3d6 health,
Yes.
because you're doing the 9 PowerPoint version.
Okay, yes,
That's better.
and that's better. So that'll be everyone who's in range gets 12 fortune.
So am I still injured?
Yes,
Still
Okay.
injured, but you're not. You got fortune now.
Okay.
it gets you up off. It gets you to the point where
So,
you're
yeah.
you're dodging.
12.
You're dealing with horribleness.
Okay.
Hot damn. That gets me back 7 of my friggin' damage.
Just makes it better when the 30 hits. Anyway, next activation. Who wants to go?
Oh, hey, that hit strong if he was still alive.
Wow, I would say.
Sorry.
It hits Strom, it just doesn't do any good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if he's only in a
I'm-
dying state, there is time in theory.
For
He's-
some reason, as you say that, I'm just thinking of the guy that's hung up in Camelot during the song in Monty
Yeah.
Python. Just
Max is 30. I was already at max.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to literally check on everybody as fast as I could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, Strom, that even if he's Strom's a waffle, he's gone.
Sitting here like, I gave an order that one person listened to. I'm good.
Usually, when you call somebody a waffler, you think of them like going back and forth between
Flippy
two
floppy.
things. I did not think of it as somebody who has had a waffle pattern applied to them.
It's like the Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Like
it's the
laser
grid. It's the grid.
cutting.
Laser grid.
God, I hated that movie. Anyway,
Yeah, it's
Did
really
you
bad.
send it to go?
yeah.
Yeah.
It has
Okay, so
parts.
then it's you.
There are some
But
things I
yes.
find enjoyable, but it doesn't mean the movie was good.
No.
Call it anything but Resident Evil, and I would have been happy with it. Actually.
Yeah, actually.
All right.
Anywho.
Hearing Gal's voice through the high pitched ringing in her ears, takes the pistol from her side and is just gonna like point blank.
Oh.
Into
Pulling out your
Gallo?
gun and just putting it to the side of her and trying to like jab it into her ribs and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to hit.
It's not my best roll, guys.
It's fine. It's something.
Well, if this passes, the turn goes up again.
But don't forget your
Yeah, hold on, 15. 17?
That will hit.
Okay, that's stunt points. So I will adrenaline rush my ass to increase my health.
Now those
Good call.
are pure recovered fortune,
Yes.
not psychically healed fortune.
Okay, so
That's green health coming back, not red health.
oh my god.
Fucking Elena over here going, healing!
Oh Jesus. Eat that. Oh god.
Alright, so we'll do
Just gonna red focus attack and then
Listen, Ultra was fine. It just
it was a thing.
it just needed some patching.
It was supposed to be the patch. That's the
Well-
fucked up part.
You know,
You can spend
Ultra
up
was
to 3
fine.
on Adrenaline Rush.
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
I was just doing math. And my
Which
pen's
is 3 fortune.
3. But hold on, I'm not done.
The upside of Adrenaline Rush is that it can be done literally every turn you get stunt points. And you have stunt points in the bank that you could just spend on that.
Yeah, because I was thinking vicious blow or overcome toughness. Because right now it's going to be 2d6 plus my plus 5.
I'm a big fan of Overcome Toughness at the very least. Fucking do that shit that you do good.
Yeah, I'll do, I guess, overcome toughness.
Okay, I'm gonna do a reaction.
2d6. 11 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So we wait with bated breath.
Yeah, I don't like the silence.
It's,
Just like slowly just like rimming my spinal cord. Just like
it's one of those things where it's like usually with this game I don't notice it, but it's like so fucking tense. The silence is actually setting off my tinnitus. It's like, oh god.
No.
Okay. So how much damage you do?
11.
11? That'll do 4. Had to spend power points, but
I mean, she's an NPC. She can't have a ton of fortune. It's my understanding anyway.
Do you
from
see
what I
what
read in
Herc
the book.
does?
I read the. Okay, what do I know?
there's a difference between NPC grunt
Okay. Why don't you
face
GM your game?
character. Oh, what?
GM your game.
Why don't you GM the game here? Okay.
And then we all died and we were sucked out into space.
You see those observing from the other side of the bulkhead see the pistol come out from the holster, but immediately the Dalhan's hand grabs onto Eden's wrist as she starts hammering the trigger, rounds spinning off of them like a demented sprinkler as they ricochet around the traverse deck. One round even glancing off the transparent plasteel that you're looking through. Few of them probably deformed because they weren't on perfect trajectories as the rounds snake in between the two of them. Next activation. By the way, you are no longer grappled though. So that means she can move away from you and kick off of you on her next activation.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's
Who's
my fault.
next?
It's fine. She's distracted.
I think that's
That's everybody but Herc.
Yeah.
I believe
Herc already
so.
went this turn.
Well, he was kind of doing his healing thing, right?
His recovery thing was at the end of last turn.
It was at the end of last round.
Yeah.
So during this round, please put a counter down.
Okay.
I would like you to count up to 6.
Okay.
So he's on 2 now.
Weird.
Got Herc on the ones and twos. Spinning up some healing.
Okay.
It's a joke like. It's a joke loaf. It's constructed out of joke parts.
Joke loaf.
I don't think the joke gluten network came together properly though. Gotta be gentle.
Hate
With the gluten.
everything.
Okay.
Oh,
Next.
Christ. Jesus shit.
Top of the
so-
round, you have activation. We have a spinning duet of death going on in the middle of this traverse corridor on deck 4. We have 2 on the other side of the bulkhead. We've got
Hands tied.
You could open the doors.
That will like
Vent everything to
It'll-
the crew quarters all the way up to the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
Currently-
depressurize the rest of the ship.
you can access terminals here if you want to change,
yeah.
like if you want to open close other doors too.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have no options.
Yeah.
And the
Hang
last
on.
thing-
Doesn't our ship have internal shutters for situations like this? Like, didn't that happen last time we were dealing with a decompression event? Is that there was like a
Yeah, automatic
Shutter that-
bulkhead shutting. But that's when
Yeah.
the ship is functioning properly.
How long has
Fair
it
point.
been through the radiation
Okay.
pulse?
You're probably like 10 minutes into the pulse.
Nah.
That's the thing. Like this, it's been like hours for us, the players. This has been a very small amount of time.
Oh,
It's like
man.
10, maybe 15 minutes tops when this whole fight situation started. Because there was a lot of time spent like in that like, what's going
Yeah.
on?
Lots of
Yeah.
spinning.
Yeah.
Mhm.
People
Because that
had to.
DOS coding was a tech role that I don't have access to.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm right here, so
Yes, but you were doing something last time, so that's why I was like, I personally
Healing
can't do
it-
anything until
healing.
No, the
which I'm
healing's very
okay with.
important. Oh my god, please do it whenever you
Next.
want to heal.
Or
you
actually,
just
wait a
do
second.
it.
You wouldn't even necessarily need to close one of those emergency bulkheads. You could just close the fucking door between Iso Ragna and where I am at present. You could seal it off there if you got control of the doors again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would just have to get to a terminal and make an intelligence
Yeah.
technology
Not saying
test.
that is the correct
It
move,
is
just that is an
not.
option if you wanted to keep pressure equalized.
This technology test is not a reserved skill. It's not a special skill. You
Because
can-
it's something normally you would
it's
do
something
often.
everybody can access.
So
It's the basics of computer usage. And you being a Brandfod, I would even give you a bonus to this because you grew up on ships. You would get a +1 for knowing how to operate the ship's anatomy, essentially. I think being a flotilla-based society, there would be a high stress on emergency ship procedures that everyone would learn as a nascent ability.
this even came up again last time we were in a decompression event and I was stuck without a suit.
Now
Which
you-
has now
without a
become
suit, guess who
a
else
pa-
doesn't have one? I would like to
I had pointed
close
out.
off.
Okay, you do, but I wanted to point off before you started that you are aware that there are collars in emergency lockers essentially throughout the ship.
Yes. The first action would be so that we could help trying to get the doors open, but close off the one behind us.
Yes. They can be done either manually, one door at a time, or if you did the intelligence technology test, the open intelligence technology test, you could activate them via the extremely low-powered system. So if you're going to manipulate doors, those are your 2 options. One at a time via manual, which is pretty easy.
Just to be able to get us to you guys. Unless you guys want to go first before she goes again.
Calamity would be my top worry right now.
My concern would actually be with you since you've got an active threat in your room and you're beat to shit. I'm busy going.
I don't know if you realize this, but Eden's very single-minded, so unless something else is introduced to the situation, I'm locked into what I'm doing, right?
Okay. Well then, fuck it. If y'all want me to go first, I can go first.
Sure. See if you panic.
Constitution tolerance test.
Also,
Ah,
feels
okay.
fun. I'm very curious about this.
I'm curious about this horrifying thing that's happening to Calamity. Oh no, 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 no,
No, no,
no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no.
no.
Every
10.
turn it does get easier. What'd you get?
Does it get 10 easier?
No, because the standard a average difficulty is like an 11. So
Well, then
you're not
fuck that, no.
taking damage, but you are
Screw it.
still completely incapacitated because you are still freaking out as you struggle to breathe.
Hang on, somebody just gave me back a bunch of fortune. I could spend a couple points here.
No,
Which I'm
That's loud.
nope. No.
that's that's healing from a
Oh no, no,
power.
no. I'm aware, but because he healed the damage, a lot of what I had was damage, not stuff that had been spent.
Ah.
So I've got more shit in the pool now as a result of it.
Okay, so you still had some. You had 6 health that was not touched yet.
Yeah, I'm currently at 13 fortune essentially. 17 of it is spent, and like none of his 12 went towards any of that. I had 7 like damage that he healed with his like big burst.
Because his burst was 12.
Right.
Yes, but he.
And because the fortune I had lost to injury was only 7 total, which meant that of the 12 he did, I only got 7 back.
Okay.
Which brings my
Because
fortune
what
pool
you
back up.
spend
Yep.
is locked
Yes.
and can't be healed by psionics.
Yes.
Correct.
Only our
And I've spent 17 out of my pool. It's been a day. But I still have 13 left in my pool that I could pull from.
Okay. I feel like that's in the reverse of the way I was understanding it, but we're gonna plow ahead for good measure, and then I'll
We'll double check.
Yeah, I'll double check after the game to make sure we're all on the same page with that.
Okay. 'Cause, yeah, so
After the game, we here adhere to the idea of keep it moving. So since it's not bothering me really that much, go for it.
sick. I'm gonna spend 3 friggin' fortune points to push this thing up to a 12.
Okay, so you do, if you get to a 12, since it was higher, and every turn your body has the chance to figure it out, that, oh, I'm not drowning feeling. You may pass out if your brain doesn't catch up, but
Mhm.
it does become easier once you start being able to breathe.
Sick.
So you do gain that moment of, as the fluid flows into your lungs and you breathe out, the air bubbles and the oxygenated liquid settles into your chest.
Great. That feels awesome.
You're able to figure out what's going on as you're now looking. Your vision is slightly tinged, like a ghostly pale green.
Awesome. I'm in ectoplasm now, thanks Count Calamity. Okay, not dead. That's definitely an improvement. Controls in this thing. Like I'm looking down, I'm looking at like terminals, I'm looking at switches, I'm just trying to figure out how to make this thing do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what do I see?
You see a simple terminal.
Okay.
Push screen, like touch screen.
Fantastic.
Downside is that it is also affected by the pulse, so it is
Shit.
low function right now.
Great. Like I bring it up. Like, do I have access to anything? Even just closing the door on this thing would be nice.
There is a
I hate when you can't
/ caret
Oh, great.
with a flashing
Command prompt.
flashing white box.
Great. So we see that, then we see the reverse angle of her, and then we see that thing again, and it just types out, "Oh fuck you."
You can make an intelligence technology test to see if you can figure out.
I don't have
something.
technology. I have engineering, but no.
You can punch in commands, and you're basically guessing. I'll allow you the test without the specialty.
Okay.
The idea is that you're not trying to do like advanced chemistry, you're trying to do computer interaction, which everybody in this setting starts off with at a basis, unless you come from a less developed, like if you were a Kaitoan, I might say no.
Yeah.
Because they operate their machinery,
Like
their
pets.
biomech machinery partly as a machine and also partly as a latent a psionic connection.
Brain people. So I type in 4 little letters, help. I rolled a 12.
A 12. Okay. You're able to get for a second you're thinking, and then you punch in on a whim command list. And it starts scrolling.
Motherfucker.
With lists of commands.
Huh.
And as you're looking, you do see one that is it's listed as seal bulkhead as a command.
Swell. I would love to enter that command if I've still got time.
Yeah, you can give it a go.
Okay.
Punch and seal bulkhead. The spurs that are open don't close. Parts within on the interior of the bulkheads fold shut like a diamond cut top box. And shut just you into this coffin. All lights are out. Just the soft, bare glow of the hand terminal of the terminal that is basically this far away from your face. It's less than a foot away from your face, and your arms are like this.
Great.
As you feel it actually it taps you on the feet as it closes below your feet.
Fucking Christ. Okay, good thing I'm not claustrophobic. Yeah, it's you hear the like you've got a thing shoved in your mouth, bubbly water equivalent of fuck.
Next activation is the Dullahan.
Yeah.
I did accomplish what I was trying to do, so there's
You
that.
can't escape in that thing now. You're in it, so that's good.
I've done the thing and I've closed it.
Yeah.
But my plan that was the whole of my plan.
Yeah. Achieved. Everything went as planned.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate everything.
Calamity's plans always work.
Oh god.
The Dullahan stops for a second. Holding on, and you can see there's a moment where the struggle becomes like it just kind of hangs there as she's struggling to pull away, as you're struggling to try and fire into her gut. And you get pulled in and into your ear.
Oh, I hate this.
Oh no, this won't be good.
As your helmets touch. And hearing through the helmets, the contact, there's no air, there's no comms. The buzzing of your helmet, you can hear her voice. I have to do this. She needs her mother. Now I'm going to use a power.
Oh. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Night.
Night, night. I'm just not gonna sleep on my side because I think I broke my ribs, so I'll just lay on my ass.
Just on your back, it'd be good. Just like
Drown in my own bleeding.
maybe
inside.
elevate.
Yeah, elevate, elevate.
Like one of those
definitely.
husband pillows. Like just elevate a little.
Yeah, you know what? Could someone just hold me like this for like the next 4
Yeah.
weeks?
And you're gonna help me.
Oh, what?
Oh no.
Please make a willpower self-discipline test.
Well, she knows more than telepathy or telekinesis.
This is a plus. Then 2, and I reroll these.
So this is an
If a 12
opposed
does not
test.
pass, I reroll.
I have to roll to see what her,
Okay.
because this is an opposed test, so take the force of what she rolled, so that's plus 5.
You get one more shot.
This will be a 16.
Okay. 16.
That is tied.
Yeah.
Does that include the
What's on your
injury?
drama
Yep.
die?
The drama die is a 6. Oh, nope. It's a 2. Just tried.
Put your gun away. Okay, so
Oh, is this charm?
suggestion.
Ah.
Major action. Can I ask you to hurt yourself? I will automatically fail. But I can give you a suggested course of action, and you will follow that suggestion for 30 minutes or until the
Whoa.
action is complete. Help me get out of here.
Family's important. Puts the gun away, holstering it. Come on.
She looks over to the pod. That's my boat. So she has a minor action left, so she's going to start walking towards it. Next activation. Who wants to activate now?
You alright there? Yep.
Whose activation is next? Oh, cool. She can do post-hypnotic suggestions with that too? That's
You're wearing a helmet.
that's another
I
time.
would like to grab said helmet and give you
Okay.
the order to open up the door.
Okay.
I'm going to use my action to grab a helmet and put it on. A collar.
That's a minor action.
That's a minor action?
Yeah.
Fuck it, then I'm going to try to open the door myself.
Okay, you're
I'm
opening
going to seal off Bay 3 and
Okay,
open up 4.
via the systems or via manually?
Systems.
Okay, so you
Because-
can do both doors at once, but this is
Strong.
a slightly harder test and it is a different roll. So it is intelligence tech.
Let's go, I'm at full fucking hell. Let's go.
You're at full health? Yes! Oh my god! Jesus fuck nuts, man.
You're
Please.
essentially dealing with
If it succeeds, we're going to have to up the church.
Yay!
It's only gonna be
Ugh.
up to 3.
I haven't used the
Close
30
space.
yet, by the way.
16.
Yeah, we're aware.
16?
16? Yeah, that'll succeed.
Ooh.
Okay.
Right. For things.
The way you're essentially dealing with the the Stellar Age version of a fucking Harlequin from 40K.
Yeah.
The Eldar Harlequin, if anybody is
Oh,
aware of
okay.
them.
It's okay, we kind of have Wraith
Yeah.
Knights. I mean, that really settles it.
Harlequin Farseer, I should say.
Oh God.
I just tried to 1v1 that. Why?
Well, it's 2v1 for a minute,
It's just true.
and you know,
But Sprite Size, you already put yourself in a coffin, so it makes this tinier.
it's coffin-like. It's coffin-like, and it's her coffin, and now she's not allowed to be in it. So.
So yeah,
Did you roll for that?
did you roll your tech? You rolled a
16.
16. Yes, the doors swap open, and that's going to be your turn. It takes them. It takes a little bit. So next turn they will be fully open that you can squeeze through, unless you want to try and make a. There's no escape artist. Let me see. Yeah, it was weird. For the longest time, D&D had a skill where you was like get through tight holes was basically what the
Wow.
skill was used
Sexy.
for. Yeah, getting out of ropes, getting into tight holes.
Bending bars and lifting gates.
You know, basically an S&M skill.
Why do you think they call them dungeon masters? Come on now. Come on now.
I do not take my role lightly. Let's see here. Dex.
Until you say the safe word.
Dex acrobatics to get through this opening hole. As the bulkhead begins to, the bulkheads are the bulkhead that you're closing has to close first before the next one opens. So that one closes and the next one is opening as the rest of this round happens.
And I use my minor action, so I can't use my minor action to move.
Nope.
So I'm good.
Next
Up to you.
activation.
Magna, what's Eden doing? Why'd she put her gun away?
I don't know.
Eden, what the fuck are you doing? Eden. Yeah, fuck. I try to fucking crawl through this fucking thing.
At least we're getting rid of all the shattered glass.
That's the least.
That's the
That's the least on my mind right now, Magna. Galloway's gonna try to crawl through the doors.
Okay. Dex acrobatics. Here's a fun one. You can't tell somebody to stab themselves or to immolate themselves. However, you could use the suggestion that a pool of acid is actually pure water and a quick splash would be refreshing.
That's a strange.
It's pretty sadistic.
That's pretty specific in the power description.
Yeah.
Will a 15 succeed?
Yes.
And that puts up the churn. So I got 6 on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there are any stunts that would be extra helpful in this moment or not.
General combat stunts right now, like adrenaline rush, momentum, duck and weave, like they're all very helpful still. Like if there's ever a moment where you're like, oh, I don't know if I can use, if it was like a maneuvering test or something like that, the general combat test of adrenaline, momentum, and duck and weave are all super useful.
I guess.
How would double team work?
Oh God.
Well,
Imagine you would
when
double team with
3
Eden.
people agree to have fun
Oh.
together.
Wow.
Not like that.
Go
I was
on.
just like, ooh.
Ooh. God, I thought I was safe because I didn't have sex on the ship, but Jesus, nothing saves me.
Eiffel Tower. I'll be right back. We can discuss that.
Oh, I don't have to. You can't make me.
Wait. Wait, so if I ended up in danger even though I didn't have sex, does that mean retroactively now I get the sex?
Is fruit tart our safe word?
Oh,
I don't
that's
know
great.
what our safe word is.
Because fruit tart.
We have a
fruit
ship,
tart.
but we don't have a safe word? That's why we're in all this trouble.
Alpaca.
No, I'm attacking you.
No!
Ah.
Why would you make the safe word sexy?
Why would you make this sex word safe? See, that doesn't work.
No.
So good.
The hell are we on the initiative roster? I've actually kind of lost the thread a little bit.
Yeah, alright.
That's a good question.
Because you went, now I'm going. You technically still have to go.
Yeah, I still have to go.
So it's gonna be whatever I'm doing with my stun points, and then I guess I don't know if moving through the thing counts as a minor or a major action.
Minor to move.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Then you would still have your major action.
yeah. So Gallo, Eden, then Herc's doing his own thing. He's got his
Yeah,
own.
weird.
But
meter-
that'll be counter 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Herc's busy glowing.
He's
you know?
listening to my order.
He's
Yeah,
chilling
he's-
the fuck out. He's centering himself. He's asking himself those important questions in life that when you're in this place, you should. This
Yeah.
close to death?
He's finding his inner light so he can go fight Shonuff.
Got
like,
something? Wait.
Yeah. As you're opening and exposing deck 3 to the void,
I was wondering about that.
all the fluid that was
Yeah.
released on that deck starts surging through the open airlock door, the open bulkhead doors,
Fluid and shattered glass.
and starts
Whatever that tube's made out of.
just flying through. There's no way to communicate to each other
Nope.
through the helmets
Nope.
unless you literally go forehead to forehead. And now deck 3 is exposed to air. Exposed to void.
You have collar. Yeah, do you?
I grabbed one right
Okay.
before I opened
Yeah.
the door.
Alright,
That
double
was
check.
my
Everyone is
interaction.
currently void protected for a short period of time.
Okay.
As Galloway dives in, I want to spend some of my stunt points to knock prone the Dullahan? Or because there's like
'Cause you're
a sense of
ranged.
It
No.
wasn't necessarily an
you
attack.
didn't. It
action.
wasn't during an attack. That's the problem. You used it to get through, but you're in the
Okay.
middle of combat. But so you can't do any of the attack ones. But the things that affect just you, you can use. Knock prone would be great if you attacked.
Mm.
Yeah. It even
Double
says in the
team would
text
work.
itself.
Have somebody else attack the person in line of sight of you. That would work. But not knock prone.
Okay, then I'll try a double team with Ragna then.
She does not have line of sight. They're both further down the airlock.
Doors are opening.
The
You
doors
made
are
it through, so
opening.
have
You
line of
made it
sight.
through. You're on the other side. So basically, it's Eden and the Dullahan walking side by side towards the open airlock,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and Gallo looking on down.
Alright, I guess I'll just spend my stun points on duck and weave to gain defense.
Okay.
And then I still get a major action? Okay.
Yep.
How many are you spending on duck and weave?
Just 3.
Okay. No, it was 1, 2, 3. So I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can choose what you want.
Okay.
And Galloway's just gonna try to take a pot shot at the
That
Dullahan with his sliver gun since it's not facing him.
All right. Be right back. I'm sorry. That was it came down too quick. Still attack. I'll let you know.
Yeah, so
Alright. So accuracy gunnery, right?
No.
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 Pistols.
It's your pistol.
Okay.
accuracy plus pistols if you
Yeah.
have it.
Okay, so then
See if you look right here. And then this is your damage
oh
for
right,
it.
yeah.
You
We
have to
only have our
update your
sidearms.
attack roll, so it's a 2.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, that's
No.
not gonna hit. No. There's 2 1s on that.
Mm.
That's good. We want to be number 1, right? We're number 1.
First best.
First best.
Yay.
It's fine,
You know what's funny is you guys thought that you would end up with Eden turning against you because she's a super crazy weird alien lady.
Yeah,
Turns out you just nope. Many paths,
that's gonna
one
be interesting.
destination. Okay, she doesn't already have Survivor's Guild. Let's just add this on there.
Hey, I just realized, depending on how this scene plays out, I may well have an opportunity to shoot you.
Yeah,
Still got my gun,
yeah.
so nice, young. There's time yet.
Gotta
Fuck.
complete the set. You want the Steam achievement?
I don't want Jesus.
Oh, hey, and then Gallo and Ragna still need to take bullets from you too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
In order to get the full set.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Well,
it's
maybe it's
good
not the full
news is
set.
it's
Maybe
easier now that one's dead.
maybe the achievement's just 6 shooter, and it's just fire your weapon at least 6 crewmates.
Yep, I think that works.
So I'm getting there.
Uh,
Fuck.
So I couldn't think of something more useful to do.
I mean, the rest is you could keep healing other people. You're closer now that you could probably heal Calamity as well. as me. Even though I am currently not necessarily on your side,
Well,
I am
I was
still
able to
your
heal
crew member.
Calamity from before when I was
Yeah.
on the other side of the door.
But
Yeah.
neither of us are at full, right? So that's
Yeah.
still.
Oh well, no. Except that I've all of the fortune that I lost as damage has been healed.
Shit, you're right.
So it's
Yeah.
the only thing that's left
Yeah.
right now is all Calamity has spent and has to adrenaline
Spent.
rush to get back for
Yeah.
And you're at,
I already
Correct.
gave up my. I was at full because what I had taken was Damahes from
Yeah.
high G maneuvers and getting knocked around in the cockpit.
I
Other than
only 9 of mine was fortune.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh.
no, I'm really low on fortune, but it's all stuff I have spent, so I can't get it back.
Yeah.
that, not without adrenaline rushing.
Or without, like
Yeah.
adrenaline
So you
rushing.
can
So
get
something
back
that's a
3 at a
part
time.
of the expanse.
Yes. Expanse healing wise, I gave you the only healing that you could potentially have
Which was
gotten.
very valuable. Yeah.
Tremendous. Tremendous. Believe you me.
Gave you the most that I could. The rule was a homebrew rule, so we can't check it.
Yeah,
was
that's
a table rule that I originally I remember it to be like Fox is saying, like you can only heal up what you haven't spent, so you needed to keep track of what you spent.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
the healing is then locked. You can only
Yeah.
heal what you haven't spent.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I.
That's what I had understood.
So that's why I was
The
keeping
way-
track of what was fortune damage.
Yeah.
Right. The way I track is basically like here's my total, and then I have a column for this is what was done a fortune lost via damage, and this is fortune lost via I spent it.
Yeah.
And I keep track of those two separately.
yeah, I haven't been.
And
doing
his
that
abilities
as
can only
really.
affect the stuff in the I lost it to damage column.
Mhm.
Things that are actually out, because the problem is that we're mashing together something from modern age, which has healing, and something from the expanse, which has like fortune. And if you just let the healing from modern age interact with the fortune system from the expanse without any kind of change in the middle, you can create a fortune engine, which is bad because you can spend fortune. It's not just your life bar; you can spend it on dice rolls to make your
Mhm.
dice rolls better.
To keep it balanced,
So-
we had to separate the two.
Yeah, the system just breaks down at that point because healing's super weird.
Yeah, it's
So,
definitely not
to-
leveled across
No.
systems.
No, what I could do would replenish things no matter what you spent them on.
Right.
I could, because it was built into the expanse system, my healing once per
Yes.
combat, which I've used unfortunately, is the only thing that would be able to get that fortune back.
It is from the system inherently, so it is balanced properly.
Yes.
So
But so is adrenaline rush. So
Yeah, and adrenaline's
you
just the same
can't
way. Yeah,
heal
because there's like
anything from Gallo right
Yeah.
now. Because you are at your max of healing.
yes, all 20 of the fortune I have lost. It's because I was like, fuck this die roll, fuck that. Die.
I know, yeah. No, fuck this. We're masters of our own fate. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Thanks, Deepa. No, don't say anything about getting babies. Don't say
Hey.
anything about children,
Mm.
pregnancies,
Hmm.
or possible N3 contamination. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
That wasn't priority.
Yeah.
It was like oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So every
You may have inadvertently affected your captain.
yeah, like
hey, wait, but that would mean, I mean, I may have just inadvertently infected myself, so it may just be all three of us.
hey, we're
Fine.
just an alien crew now. Congrats. It's not weird anymore for all
Everybody's pregnant, hooray!
Yeah. Now we're the hive ship. Congrats.
Oh no, please no.
3 mech pilots and a baby.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll
What
keep
is-
Gallo alive so you can take care of all the nursery that will slowly be
Oh,
growing.
Yeah,
Jesus fuck.
Gallo, how's your midwifery?
according to you,
Sorry
not
about
great.
that. All right.
Oh!
Sorry.
No, that's your bedside manner. That's
Yes,
very
it's
different.
Okay. What'd you roll to hit?
7.
That'll miss.
Yeah.
Shards of metal ricochet off, and Calamity can even hear them peppering off the outside of the coffin-shaped saw that she is within.
That's not good.
And Eden's left.
All right. So looking at this, there's no way to open it with like a panel from our side. It
Yeah,
would
there is.
100% have to be opening up.
No, I didn't say that you can't open it from the outside.
Oh, all right. What would be the way? Because otherwise,
There's always manual, properly designed.
yeah. Because I'm right. Well, the armory's closed. That's good because I can't get to my hammer. Because otherwise, we would just bust it open that way.
Occupado.
Baiting.
Oh God. Okay, so looking at it, what would be there's no like interface, right?
No, it's basically a handle.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, she'll just start.
A lot of it is literally it's a handle that you pull out and then you start turning, and that will
crank.
manually open
Yeah.
it via a crank.
Ian's gonna start doing that. And she's like, "Calamity, it's me! It's Eden! You don't have to worry, Jesus!" And she's just gonna start.
Oh yeah, no outside systems.
Top of the round. Increase Herc's counter.
I'd like to get through and shoot since I can now.
Who wants
I was
the
about to
first
say-
activation?
I would also like to go first if at all possible.
Yeah, you could go.
Given my precarious situation, actually.
Go ahead.
After that, like, what do I like? Is there like, is it opening? Is there?
It's starting to open, but the thing is that you're it's at your feet,
Oh fuck!
so you're literally looking down your chest past your feet, and you're seeing like Eden's face on the other side, looking through with her arms off to the side as she's opening it.
I don't know. She's been mind controlled.
Nope.
Nope.
Please be a
Although
responsible non-meta.
I also
player.
wouldn't be able to hear her actually because you would be shouting, but there's no air, which means
Yeah.
I cannot hear you regardless.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
unless I neuralinked it because I am connected, but you don't have access.
I'm not.
to
I'm
it.
not. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not on that. I'm in whatever this thing's network is.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh. That
Okay.
procs questions for me.
So shit. My instinct in this situation is the thing is opening and I don't want it to open, so I would just start shooting. But if I recognize that it's her
Make a
before I
perception
open
seeing
fire.
test.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the best way to resolve this. Thank you. I need a fair decision here.
Let the dice decide.
Basically, yeah. 6 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 is 14.
You see her. You see
Fuck,
Eden.
okay. Oh, Eden, great. Did you get ESO?
Yeah, she's right here.
Okay. I'm just gonna try to bring up the console, that stupid thing again. Wait, right here. Wait.
It is
hang
now
on.
the Dullahan's turn. As she reaches in and grabs you by the ankle.
Oh, what? Low down.
I rolled trip 4s. So that's 12 raw with 4 stunt points plus her plus 5 when attacking. So yeah, your defense.
My defense is a 16.
She got you.
Damn.
So
it.
she reaches down, grabs you by the ankle, and
I
does
taught her that.
a DBZ chuck
Ah,
by the foot.
yeah.
Actually, you can make an opposed fighting grappling test.
Great. So dice plus 1. Okay.
Oh no.
See how this goes. That's a 14.
Doesn't beat. My 18.
Jesus, yeah.
Calamity gets yanked out and spun and just thrown in Gallows direction. As she's coming out of there, she sees Eden standing next to the Dullahan as you get whipped and thrown.
It's just that slow motion of like the heads going by and just this stunned expression and then boom, I'm gone.
Please make a, let's see here. This would
Oh
be...
god! I just realized I can't talk. I've got a thing down my throat.
Got liquid.
Right. Shit. I gotta... Yeah. Sorry, please make a.
I need Dex freefall tests from both Calamity and Gallo.
Oh, Christ.
-2. 8.
14.
Calamity's able to right herself. Gallo isn't able to get out of the way.
Oh, crap.
So instead of landing with your feet on the bulkhead, you end up with your feet in Gallo's chest in an accidental drop kick, essentially.
Just drop kick Gallo.
The most anime nonsense.
Oh my god.
You only caused 1 damage, though.
I've got at least 3 toughness.
Because it's a
Yeah.
D6 of damage for this. So it didn't cause any damage. It's just a oof. As you inadvertently and in your spin and attempt to right yourself, drop kick Gallo in the
Fucking hell.
chest. Both of you tumble a little bit, but you're able to get yourself oriented quickly enough. If anything, Gallo stopped you from going all the way across the traverse deck to the opposite side.
Jesus, okay.
So, as this happens, she looks to Eden and says, "Thank you. Now, if you'd please back up a second. I need to get back, but she's going to be here soon."
Eden takes a few steps back, turns her back to her, and plants her legs to either position as to guard the opening of the...
She uses a minor action to step into the coffin and seal it behind her. Now it's time to hit 30. Because the pod shuts and pulls away. Eden's back to the void. Just as everyone feels a massive shudder throughout the chain. Impact. As the pod moves away and ballistically floats back away from the ship, lights starting to come back on. Eden is exposed to space and able to look around the side of the ship. As holding on to the back of the ship is a recognizable Empress class Boma. And in the distance, a battleship of Kaitoan design. And that is where we are going to end tonight's game.
I still don't know what's going on with Alexia.
Yep.
That's it for us tonight.
Hmm.
We hope to see you next time. I have been Connery. With me has been from afar.
Fox.
And with me here.
Cake.
That's Kevin.
Cassandra.
And until we see you again, remember everybody to always stay evil. Good night.